Hey, everybody, welcome to the Bull Critters Corner. I'm Corinth. We have with us the son of Pookie and
And
Bull Critter John. As you can tell, we are missing one of us tonight. We're missing Bull Critter Steve. He is currently preoccupied with some in real life issues going on. Hopefully, he'll be here later on tonight. I just want to give you a recap of what happened last night, or last week, actually. If you're new to the channel, we do stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Generally, we're going to be on Twitch more as far as like talking to people goes. So if you want to interact with us, please check us out on Twitch. So the end of our last round actually, we saw a whole lot of insanity going on. We had the magma dragon awaken and go into the sky, taking Rind and the halls of Geisig, which is like the great game, up with it. Unfortunately, while it did that, it also knocked one of the several moons on our world into the all-seeing eye, which sent it straight through into a portal into another realm. So we'll see what kind of ramifications that has. It may not have any ramifications this round, but it will eventually have some ramifications. We also have the Demon Bear, who is the avatar for the Anthropomorphs. He found a cloaking device, very predator-like style. The Scar Elves, who are a newer race, have joined the Great Lizard Horde under Skarn. One of our avatars previously, Sir Keeper of the Sun, was eradicated by Ezra's, who is now like an NPC. We actually don't use him for specific avatar sequences. We actually use him and Crovexus for events and resolutions, as they're kind of like really powerful entities. Our moving belt that we had, the very center of the islands on the map, has stopped moving and is now encased in a wall of ice. And we had a large trench in the south area that has been completely filled with pale steel. The Eternals and have come to an impasse with the Troglodytes. They're kind of working together, but not really bothering each other. And I'm trying to think of anything else here. We also had the Kaidun, which are a offshoot of intellectual kaiju. They are now worshippers of the Great Moon, as they were point center when the moon went into the all-seeing eye, and now they are a death cult, and they are waiting the arrival of the moon to come back to destroy everything. I think that about covers everything. I don't think I'm missing anything in general. Let me double check my map. So you can see we use a Project Epoch. We have our own Roll20 group here. The map needs to be updated. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to get it updated last week, but we're working on that. It's a big process. So, Pookie, John, is there anything you think we were missing?
just real quick, is this age 2 or age 3? This is age 2 still, right?
Yeah, age 2.
Age 2, round 3.
Okay.
We're in age 2, round 3. So we got a lot going on. We'll see if having 3 of us makes it move a little bit faster. Hopefully, Steve can show up and bring his witty banner into it. Hopefully, we will not kill comedy tonight. We will eventually have some kind of hit point counter up there to see if we have killed comedy with our terrible jokes, but we'll go from there.
Are we starting with a D4?
Yeah, let's go ahead and start with a D4, and we'll see who starts off all this madness. Ooh.
Can I get you to mic up, Corinth?
So what?
Just bring the mic a bit closer to you.
Like right there?
Better?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think me and John are going to have to re-roll to see who goes second.
I don't wanna.
I don't want... Are you serious? We're going to do this one more time?
Okay. Bring it. I will go
Okay.
fast.
So the orders for round 3 is going to be Pookie, then myself, and then John. So just a quick reminder, we're in the creation phase. You can create a race, a sub-race. You can create orders. These can be, they don't have to be aligned with any of the virtues of the civilizations, or you can create avatars. So that being said, your turn, Pookie.
Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to start the age off with the brush fires, one of our 4 selections for the age.
Oh yeah.
That's
right.
Good catch. So where?
So yeah, I think I want to do it wherever there is a forest at. There's some kind of brush fire happening.
Ooh.
Is this a result of the volcanoes before, or is it like the dry season volcanoes? Just wondering so I can.
Well, so far we've had volcanoes and meteor showers, so I'd say it's probably a combination of 2.
Okay.
I'll say it's all bad.
Is the sky blue?
Yeah, but the main ones I think are probably down here on this island. Like I'd say this island down here is probably has no forest on it anymore.
Where at? Oh yeah. Oh, so the one that there are some folks from the Animorphs at.
Yep. So any heavily forested area, I'm gonna go ahead and say is affected by a brush fire.
Now, one of those, the one that actually had the moon village is actually gone. Like it's up in the sky.
Yeah.
The one that the Proteus were on, that's currently been sent to the sky.
Yeah, this island right here. I'll put a little box around it, the Proteus reach, so we know it's a moon location.
Yeah, so all around the scar here, it's all on fire. All right, so creation round. I'm going to create a race.
Ooh.
What you got? Ooh.
Ooh. I'm going to create a race of vampires.
Vampires.
Like
are these vampires?
Didn't we have areas that we made covered by Twilight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so in one of these areas, what's this blue one up here?
That was one of the moon, like
that one's still there.
Point Islands. That one's the one that's still there. I thought. Yeah, that's the one down there that got removed.
No, this one over here got
down here.
Yeah, that didn't get removed. Yeah, that one got pulled. That one, the moon part stopped working on.
Yeah, but now it's covered.
This one up here is still here, right? All right, that's where I want to put it. So
yeah, that one's still there. Okay.
Yeah.
Do they reproduce as vampires?
Yeah, they're like Dampirs, like they're like living vampires.
Living and
so do they look like humans? Do they look like human vampires, or like
they look like this original race looks like humans, but they have the ability to turn. But the original race are kind of I guess proto-human or just human.
Okay.
So yeah, Dampirs.
I was just thinking they could built by a god as vampires.
No, they come out from the I want them to come out from the moon rock that's here. Like they just kind of appear from it.
After whatever this planar connection was here got destroyed.
Yeah, whatever was charging it up.
So where all is the that Twilight?
So I guess maybe we call them Twilight vampires, Twilightiers.
Twilightiers.
I'm just calling them Dampirs. That's what I'm calling them. Yeah, because any mention of a Twilight anything, and you're gonna think sparkling.
Well, that's what I want. I want them to sparkle in the sunlight, dude. I'm kidding.
Are you fucking serious?
That would be awesome, though. No, how about instead of
like dancing lights?
Instead of sparkling in the sunlight, I was thinking about giving them that ability that the Rangers have from 5th edition, where if they're in darkness, natural darkness, non-magical, they become invisible because they have the power of Twilight itself.
They basically pull shadows over themselves?
Yeah, but it negates dark vision. So if they're in regular darkness, they're invisible.
And is that the only spot in the area we have Twilight? Or is there... It's across everywhere the moon rocks hit, right?
Everywhere the moon rocks hit, yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, we didn't really say like an exact area.
But in this area, like they just come into being from where this moon rock got destroyed or lost its power.
And we'd imagine this whole thing is densely covered in Twilight. Where like certain spots I can imagine get thinner and other spots will get thicker as well. It creates a nice texture.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. So I'm going to mark it down here. It's going to be south of the original sentient ooze area. I want to ping this area and make a little mark right there. So I'm going to create, due to the psionic energy that has come in here because of the Garoks, I'm going to make some blues. I want to make psionic goblins that are more blue than green. So that's why they're called blues.
Like a whole race of
psionic goblins.
Cool. Yeah. The of the blue goblins that actually exist, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Are they psionic or are they just wizards?
No, they're all psionic.
Blue? Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, see, I don't know a lot, so it's helpful.
That's okay. I mean, and then I can get this stupid thing to write. And then, Pookie, do you want me to go ahead and mark up on that map where those the Dampiers were for you?
I already did it.
Okay. Oh, I see that. Okay. Good deal. All right. Go ahead, John.
What? No. There's supposed to be a fourth person here, isn't there? Right before me? Okay.
What?
So I'm thinking.
Hey, I think on Steve's turn we should roll a D3 and do a random action from the chart here. Like either create a race, an order, or an avatar.
I dig
on
it.
Steve's turn.
You down, guys?
Yeah, let's do
fine with that.
Okay. Okay, that way we get as much because we should. If not, there'll be a dip.
That's what I was thinking. There might be a dip.
Through that history. So, here's my idea, and I'm not sure exactly how I'd go about doing it. I'm thinking the dragons that ran the game, the dragon that ran the game left.
Right? Yeah, she's up on the magma
dragon. Now on the newly formed magma dragon's sun.
Yeah, she's on the sun.
Okay, so the dragon's civilization has always been really loose and not like the dragons themselves, so what I was going to ask was, I think that there would be like pretenders now that she's gone, and like she only reaches out to the most powerful people anyway, right? So they would see an opportunity where, oh, I can pretend to be like the next version of this thing in order to bring people in and use them to my whims. And I was thinking of like a dragon who either became an avatar or started an order that was like a faux game.
Yeah, I like the idea.
It was really a political tool form or something.
I like the idea of the order, dude. Like maybe it could be like a group of 12. Like maybe it's like one representative from each race or something that forms this order for the game. That's interesting, right?
So create order.
So I create an order, but it's like an order of mini avatars almost, because they're all like special. They don't get actions or anything, but collectively, maybe. Yeah. Ooh, you know what? We can make an order. We can make an order and an avatar.
In print.
So collectively, the order acts as an avatar.
Yeah.
Its turn, controlling
like
the game.
It
has avatar actions. Yeah.
Well, what I was thinking is the person behind the whole thing would be doing it in order to fake his own power or their own power. Like if I say these people are powerful enough to be in the game, then that makes me powerful because I'm the person who was able to say they're powerful enough.
Yeah.
Or like the missions I use could be ones I specifically need to gain even more power. But I love the front of it being an order that feels like it's almost like an Olympic Games of representation for heroes. I think that's a good bow for a person who's trying.
Yeah, what if we call it like something to do with like becoming? Remember the old immortality they used to have to do in like a Red Box, where you had to like move mountains and shit like that. Like maybe like the Conquest of Immortality,
like the Champions or something like that.
Yeah, the Game of Champions or the Game of Immortality, something like that, dude. We're like you're vying for a chance to become an avatar. So all these heroes come from all around. If they win this contest, they get like one step towards being an avatar, as opposed to just a hero.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like not
That would
like
be
a divine, but the step where they actually can impact history rather than being a tool of history itself.
Well, they think it's divine, but the
Yeah.
order is not, even though everyone thinks it is. Right? Everyone thinks it is. It is like
imagine.
Ren's game.
Okay, this is resolution and everything else and way later, but I just thought I know the reason. It's not political power. It's because each person who enters the competition has to ascribe themselves at the beginning, drop of blood, whatever, like to commit. But what it really does is it takes a percentage of their power from then on out and redistributes it across the order or individual person.
Across the 12 people in the order.
Yeah. And so like over generations, they just like, oh yes, come heroes, see who's the best. And we're like taking this much, you won't even notice. But with all y'all,
yeah, we take a small amount you don't even notice. Like maybe you lose a spell slot or something if you're a high level caster. You're like, oh, what's a fifth level spell slot when I'm so badass?
yeah, but they don't realize
like
that.
what if you give up something? What if you give up something for like a boon? So like I have boons in the 5th edition. So you get like if you made it in game, you join the order or you join the contest and you get like a minor boon in exchange for, like you said, a hit dice or a
Some
spell
piece
slot.
of permanence that goes right into their power base.
But you do get something for it.
So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So do the proto dragons actually run this?
No. I was thinking that's
I don't think so.
First person with the idea anyway would have been somebody who looked at that and said, I need to fill that void for power.
Maybe we make it like, what's his name? Was his name Akroma? The one who got killed by his own people? Maybe it's like one of his ancestors took over the game and then invited these 12 influential people. Yeah, like a lizard folk. Introduced all his or went to the game and then recruit all these other people from the other races. And he's the one that's really running it because it's all an effort to him to get enough power so he can kill Rend. Because he wants like fucking vengeance for his father being murdered.
Like you think it's like this, I just want to accumulate power to be in it, but it's just a giant revenge plot.
Yeah, he wants to kill her.
Like, I'm going to destroy your game and destroy you.
Yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah. So, what is the order? What do we want to call the order?
What we just call it, like the Order of Geysic, or is that too on the nose?
It's trying to faux it, right? It's trying to play this facsimile in order to like leech off it. So that could be the Order of Geysic.
Or Shadow of Geysic.
Shadow of Geysic.
Like that.
And a lot of the activities seem shadowy. So they're like, that's why. And he's like, double entendre. A death save slot. That'd be dope as shit.
What if we do shadows of Geysic? Because it's more than one person, right? Or you're supposed to believe it's more than one person.
Yes.
But really, it's just the one guy.
Yeah. Okay. So in order then. Here we go.
And from that order, we'll give ourselves a free avatar, you think, during the resolution? Whoever Chroma's son is or daughter? Like whoever the lizard folk is that's running it.
Do you want to give it to a Chroma? Or would you want to give it to any random race who won? No, like that's a fake because it's fake.
It's fake.
The person who's actually running the whole thing though is a descendant of a Chroma.
Yeah, because he wants revenge against Rend.
There's a lot of room for that to grow. I mean, even the reasons it started might eventually be forgotten.
Exactly. Like, why is it the person who starts it gets killed somehow?
And I'm assuming the power that's sucked out.
Well, let's just create the avatar on Steve's turn, so his turn could be creating that avatar. We'll just name him or her and create him right now.
I say you name it, but then when we
I say you name it.
I say no. I say you name it Chroma, right? Was it Chroma or a Chroma?
A Chroma.
A Chroma was. But do we want to make it a male or a female?
I want to make it a female, dude.
I like the idea of it being like, because no one sees it. Like, no one sees the daughter coming.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's in our labels, it's 2, but the person just kept the same mantle. Or like it might be multiple generations, but they kept the same mantle.
She just calls herself a Chroma.
Yeah,
I like that idea
that's
too.
what I was thinking.
I mean, maybe
did we ever come up with a language? Did we ever come up with a language for them? Let's look at a language and see what. Hold How about we said Native American, right? We thought of no Steve the Japanese. So it's got to be some kind of
yeah, for all the lizard folk.
yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't originally that.
Let's do
but that's
Mongol,
how it
dude. Let's
turned
straight up do Mongol names. Let me see
Okay.
if there's a Mongol word for daughter of.
Daughter of
Oh, how like
Achroma.
Jesus, I just thought about the Norse, where it's
Or yeah,
daughter.
we
It
add
sounds-
son to the end of it, like Odinson.
yeah, Odin, or yeah, and then daughter, but like how it's spelled slightly different.
The rough one I found is that South Ireland, the old Celt stuff, they still speak it and it's spelled rough.
What's up, T'Challin? Glad to see you here. One of our loyal viewers.
He suggested a death save slot as the exchange. So while he's looking up the name of the avatar, right? Are we rolling for the next round now for the order? Or are we just going the same? Oh no, it's command, for the whole same round. Order. Okay. So that's wait, is that Corinth?
It's command now, and it would be Pookie's turn.
Well, it's Pookie,
who's currently looking at the name.
I can
command. I'm in a command. Let's see. I'm gonna command the order of or the shadow of guys, the shadows of Geisik, to they're gonna move the game to the Hunter's Labyrinth.
Nice.
So the Hunter's Labyrinth is gonna be where they play this game at. That's my turn.
Jeez, that's so easy, and I'm so mad at you. I haven't even finished
like,
typing it yet.
Names.
Damn it. I was like, surely we'll slow him down for a little bit. He's like, oh, screw you.
He's like, I need to answer quick. 1 second.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see what I can do on command.
So while you're thinking,
yes,
command race for everybody gives you the ability to construct cities, form alliances, declare wars, or advance in particular technology. If you were to use it for a tech, for instance, it would mean like your culture, that civilization's culture, is the best on the planet at this time or in the realm for that tech. Then there's command city, that can be creating constructions from things like just above the mundane, like walls that are extra tall, or mage towers, etc. Things that normal city might not have. Creation of armies, or the creation of a wonder, one specific building that's very important. And finally, you can command an order, which can be do things like helping and aiding other things during the resolution. That's what it's mainly used for.
All right, I think I've got it.
Okay.
So command.
So that was
Lizardfolk.
That name right there is the name. That name right there is the name of Genghis Khan's, like, his illegitimate daughter that like rose to power anyway. So I was thinking maybe we just call her that, dude.
Alaltun.
Yep, Alatun.
Alatun.
So she's like a forgotten member of his family, and that's one of the reasons she survived, like the quelling of it all. So people don't even realize that she's his daughter.
But she took the legacy after being harbored in some fashion from somebody who was faithful to him. Okay.
All right.
So she probably wants revenge against the Weave too. I would assume the Weave and Rend.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's gonna be trying to pull a multi-level front here. All right, so I'm gonna have the lizard folk advanced technology in generalized warfare. Like I want them to like tactical warfare. Like they're the Mongols. They're going to be very, very good at tactical warfare.
So like just generally they employ tactics when the people around them still don't, or like as specific.
And they do like advanced tactics. Like they use they use pincer attacks. They do all sorts of different things.
But like battle formations.
It'd be like if we had the mass combat table from like L5R. Gotcha. Like they would get bonuses on it. Or
well, I figured during resolution we just account for it, right?
Yeah. Like if they battle someone, if they're able to pick the battle spot, it's going to give them an advantage because they've already set up tactics for that area.
Dope.
All right, John, your witness.
That's not right. That's BS. I want to
read. Okay, I don't like this at all.
Okay. I'm going to. Okay, down here in the Daikun or the Kayadun, Daikun, that is right there,
Kaya Dune.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, the Kaiduner by the eye. Yes, that big pink slot down there.
They're going to build a wonder in that city. I guess the city is in the water.
Yeah, it's
I
underwater.
didn't know if they had mixed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be like the Colossus, but it's not going to be a figure. It's going to be a large lens that they're going to try to do to like focus the ability to see into this thing that appears invisible or it appears
Hold on, hold
solid.
on.
They're going to try to
They're
see
going.
if
They're
they
going
can
to build
pierce the veil of the portal by
Okay,
seeing.
so they're going to use a large lens to look into the all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I got a name for it because of the way you just said that. It's going to be called the Optometron.
Okay, cool.
That's not too bad. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, I got Steve's action real quick.
Joey's like,
he's gonna.
Sorry, Pookie's like, I get 2 actions. Fuck yes.
Here we go. So the at Proteus Reach, the Animorphs are going to command the city to create a wonder. And since Proteus Reach is up in space, they're going to build a teleportation device that allows them to go between Proteus Reach and their main city.
Nice.
They got that massive tech.
Oh yeah.
So, are we saying that? Wait, so Steve has command race, city, or order, or is he doing the game, or what?
It's his turn, dude.
Ah. So we roll?
Yeah.
No, I just did his turn.
No. We just did it. We just decided, hey, that's what they would do.
Oh, okay.
We're
Conquest.
He's not here. We're getting a little free with what he gets to do. So.
All right, conquest, engagement, claiming, army.
Yeah, so the way it was best described to me was the idea that engagements will be like, I want my army to go over there, but the resolution determines how far they make it, or if they even make it.
Yeah,
or
so
what
far
happens in the battle.
So far, we haven't actually moved any armies against each other or attacked anybody else. The Animorphs are going to build an army in their space station at Proteus Reach. And this army is specifically going to be like drop troops that they can try to put down at different points on the planet. So I don't know, drop troops, I guess.
Yeah. 5x5.
Paratroopers.
Space troopers. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Space troopers. Hey, so we haven't watching The Mandalorian. No spoilers, but I've been really enjoying it.
You started watching it?
Second season.
How far are you?
We started the. We're a few episodes into the second season.
Oh, dude!
Of what?
Wait to get to the second half, dude. The first episode's really good. The return of the Fett, dude.
So
spoilers.
Armies.
Spoilers.
Claiming.
All right.
It's your turn.
So now we're in command, conquest, engagements. You know, I think we're just going to have to do this. I think that the Mongols can no longer handle the bears. I think it's time for a big ass war. So, yeah, the Lizard Folk Horde is going to move on the Anthropomorphs.
Where
they're not going to directly attack. Where are they going to attack? Like where?
Yeah.
See, that's a good question.
Yeah, the island is so heavily protected.
How many armies?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
they each have a shit ton of armies. It's a giant war, dude.
Yeah.
They both have a navy. They both have shock
You can start claiming more lands and get a border dispute going, maybe, but that just seems like the two heaviest hitters hitting each other.
They both have natural defenses, like the
The
lizard folk. The lizard folk
and
have the scar, and the Animorphs have a giant shield. Yeah, dude, I don't know how they would even.
Yeah.
They'd have to fight over some kind of land somewhere. Maybe Hunter's Labyrinth.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like how. Actually, I'll have their navy start attacking their pillars around the island.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Then we can get some Navy
like,
go
fuck
to
that
see
shield.
how that plays. They got Navy much?
Yeah.
Yeah, I built
Oh,
one a
yeah.
while ago.
No, I meant the troglodytes.
Well, no, the
also
lizard folk have the primal lizard folk. They use
The primal lizard folks are great
yeah.
swimmers.
Yeah, they're amphibious assault anyway.
And then the Animorphs use the prawn folk to build all their ships. So they have like shrimp
Yeah.
like submarines and shit.
And what they meant by that
Yeah,
is
they're gonna
they
attack the shield
rip them
generators.
apart and
That's what they're gonna
stuff them in order to make them boats.
It's your turn,
Yeah.
John. I mean,
All right, John.
Bull Critter John.
Bull Critter John.
I don't want to
think we
talk
should
to you.
So
Yeah.
down in Meerkat folk world, Ezra's is still in control. He's just
No, well, he's like
yeah.
an outside entity.
okay.
like-
So since he's dispatched the mortal,
He
motives,
destroyed Sir.
is there is there just like an empty power vacuum there now?
Oh
Or
no,
is
he's
it
still
like
there.
You mean, do
the
they have an army?
Jafar in Aladdin, where it's just this overlord being that's like, oh, show.
Well, is this you doing this for your conquest phase? Like,
Well, I
they
was
don't
gonna
have an
find
army.
out because if there was, I was gonna say that
You want the Meerkat folk to build an army?
yeah, but
There
I
you
was
go.
thinking.
I mean, Ezra's would totally have to build an army. That makes perfect sense.
well, that's what I was wondering if he's
Like-
still the one behind the scenes pulling
Yeah.
the strings, or if he's
Yeah,
off.
he's
in
not
the
going to give
astral
up
plane.
power.
What?
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
Ezra's wants control too much.
Okay, well then, the
So-
Kaya Dune are gonna build an army to help.
Hold on. So the
Actually,
Kaiju
no.
building an army, or
Who's
or
building the army?
Well, that's that's
who's
the thing
building an
is,
army?
there's no one here to build the Mercat folk army.
What do you
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
They
there
just
is.
build their own army.
I'm thinking that with Ezra's having taken a step back, that there's a little bit of chaos in the governmental structure there. No.
I mean, to me, I think he's overlord.
Oh well,
think
then
he is-
yeah, then he builds an army of
Okay.
that. Did they bring any? All the tiger people are dead, huh?
Yeah, they're all dead.
Well, yeah.
Well, there's
In general, like, yeah, the civilization's dead.
Okay. Oh, but did they exist genetically?
There
Yeah,
are
there's
some,
still-
yes.
Oh, Ezra's is definitely gonna bring them back then.
what, like as an army?
We have to roll on that. Well, it's
I mean, yeah, we could do it during
Oh,
resolution.
I mean, in the long term, like he could begin doing things like building tech for eugenics, kidnapping.
he wants to genetically
with an
breed the
order.
tiger folk into the mere folk.
No, just like breed super monster tiger folk people.
Yeah.
War machines.
All right. So the meerkat folk build an army. Let's see what's.
Yeah, do you want to do
Steve.
Steve's action this turn, John? You do Steve's action.
Okay, then I'm just
Okay.
gonna go over, and the Kaya Dune are gonna build an army
army,
as
very
well
good.
to help spread their death cult
Awesome.
if people don't want to convert.
All right, event phase. All right,
He made
so
bear tigers.
during the event phase, the Shadows of Geysic are going to hold their first Great Games. And this first Great Games is like a Running Man style competition where one of the chosen 12 has to fight against the other 12 people inside the Hunter's Labyrinth. And whoever this person is who wins this event will become an avatar of some kind. That's my turn.
Like that. It's good stuff. Oh, man. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just updating the spreadsheet. Let's see. damn piers are up there. So the Dampiers are going to, not all of them, like some of them are going to travel west outside of the Twilight, and they're going to discover Darktooth, the former sanctuary for Malpheus, and they're going to unlock some serious dark knowledge. Was Darktooth, that was Ren's, wasn't it?
I don't remember if it was Ren's or Malpheus. It doesn't matter. You can just do the dark. I like the dark knowledge though. I like that idea.
Yeah. So
what if we do Malpheus and they find inside the Darktooth, they find how he escaped into that Ravenloft-esque shadow dimension that we created? So they find like that portal there, like that entryway there. It's a good idea.
I was just like, it's just sitting over there by itself. Go ahead, John. Well, I'm typing this out.
I'm noticing that part of whatever this lock or whatever this was for this original, I'm assuming, prison clinic, is now definitely out of balance, as we got 2 of these red islands across from one blue one, since the other one's off planet. So I'm going to say this one over here, the bottom left one, I guess at least that way they're like symmetrically opposite, is going to begin to collapse. And what I mean by that is the land becomes unstable. It becomes like a flue that's filled with magma that runs down, under darkened past. But the entire edges of it running are magma from the collapse. This.
Oh, so the whole island becomes magma?
The outside rim of the whole island is magma, while the inside is magma that is collapsed down. And it
also, it's like a giant,
tunnel flue,
like a vortex of magma.
Yeah, kind of, but with like a hollowy center. Yeah, like a vortex. And who knows where it goes, or what further Earthen device got fucked up. But when it happened, it came with great grinding noises.
Like a tectonic destruction.
Yeah, emanating from deep within the planet and all across the planet's crust. Tremor.
Poor Steve's gonna come back and be like, "What the fuck did you do to my map? We broke it."
We got more. Well, now there's a balance. There's only one sun island and one moon island.
All right. Can I do the event for Steve? Or do you want to take it?
Sure.
Want me to do it?
No, I'll take it. Go ahead. I enjoy when you. I like your creativity.
Okay, we'll see this island here we have with these 3 storms that are at these cores of this island.
Mm-hmm.
The island itself is going to start to shift, and all 3 of these storms are going to become like one giant storm. So imagine like all this land breaking away and all these triangles kind of coming together like in a like the 3-side triangle, like 3 triangles, one on each side.
Oh,
almost like the claw is closing, almost
like a lock mechanism or something that's like caught into place and shifted. Like you shift each of them out, and then all of the arrows come together in the middle, and then it's like a new sequence.
Almost like a hand making a fist. Almost, you see what I'm saying?
Like the claw island closing. Appears to close, causing a massive storm.
Massive electrical storm. Yeah.
This is what happens when you have a well-tuned machine, and then people start turning shit off.
Mm-hmm. Oh goodness!
All right, Avatar.
Oh, this is much the easier one. Okay, so first Avatar, what we got?
How many do we have now?
We have one. We have. Let me scan out. We have Weave, Rend, Demon Bear, Centenalian, Skarn, Sinto. We have Alatoon.
You gotta tell me who's who
however you want to
when
pronounce it.
ever it's my turn to play that particular person.
Okay. Okay, so we have 7. Looks like we have 7.
So I'm
As far
gonna
as I can see.
For the viewers we have real quick, I'm gonna move to the phase 5 card just so that you could see what avatar actions are possible real quick. Here we go. So any of these 12
We
things
definitely need were-tigers. I highly agree with that.
Need what?
Who doesn't want were-tigers? Oh, T'Challa was like, give me some damn were-tigers. I was like, of course.
Well, it wouldn't be to protect them. It would be to like frontline them, shock troop them, get them in wear mode, send them out. I don't care if they die. Okay, next. I'll bring them back from the dead. Okay, so those are some of the options we'll be doing for each of these. And then let me get us back to.
You have the chart up for the avatars?
I can put it up on broadcast.
Yeah, I already rolled
in front of me.
Okay.
So who's the first one? That's the one I'm on.
First one's going to be the Weave.
So nation. Form an alliance, break an alliance, start a war, broker peace, trade deal, or assassinate a figure of power. Or a myriad of other things.
Yeah, the Weave is going to... He's going to form an alliance with the Blue Goblins in an effort to get them before they're part of the Horde, because he assumes that the Horde's going to try to take them too. For the Horde.
I mean, the Weave kind of goes. I mean, I know he's not technically part of the Horde, but he's not hated by the Horde, right? Like that's my understanding.
I don't know. I kind of view him like he's past all. I don't know. To me, he's like past it, because he's very close to ascending, like the rest of like the other heroes already have, or like the other avatars have.
Yeah,
like he's very close. So to me, he's almost like this round. I kind of want to make him more. I want to make him more like political, more like trying to type his own loose ends and get himself more power now.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Like he doesn't want to get involved in like a massive war or anything like that. He's just, I need a few allies. I need something to protect me.
Yeah, and he sees these new psychic race come on the horizon. They're the only other psychic race that he's seen so far. So, and he's close to this area, I assume, right? He's always around this lake of acid and shit.
Yeah,
or what's left of it. So I think that's what he does. Yeah, he like recruits them and maybe even has the oozes try to start to tie themselves to the Blue Goblins, in much the way he was trying to do with the lizard folk before.
So like goblins surrounded by acid.
He makes nilbogs, blue nilbogs.
That's not fun.
That's dope.
Unkillable psychic goblins.
All right, I have Rend, so let me go ahead and roll. It's a D12, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Here comes that 11.
8.
That's base of operation. Build a base of operations with an existing city or a base of operations entirely separate from any city. Fortitude of Solitude, or Fortress of Solitude.
Jesus. I mean, she's exactly where she wants to be.
Army
and
base.
she already has a base up there. She has the halls.
She literally has a base.
Well, maybe she builds her like
summer home.
How she
summer home on the moon. On her, she summers on the moon.
Maybe she has someone as an envoy here on this planet.
I think she's so smart that she builds a base of operations inside the Hunter's Labyrinth without them knowing it. So she knows that they're playing this game without her. She's gonna get her little pause in that too. That's what she would do, right?
Yes.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah, because she loves to manipulate.
Yeah, I think that any dragon who finds comedy will see the enjoyment in playing a game about playing a game inside of a game. Like playing a game.
It's like an
that's trying to pretend to be another game. Yeah.
and she's going to end up like manipulating Attila, and she's not going to know about it at all.
Yeah,
like,
right. She's gonna let her think that she's doing stuff, but really she knows what she's doing the whole time. And she's like, cool story.
Yeah, cool story. I wrote this book.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have John. You have Demon Bear.
Demon Bear.
Yeah.
I've been watching some his Dark Materials too, so ready for some demon.
He killed him.
Damn it. What the fuck?
God damn it.
That was like the was fucking character. Why the fuck would he die?
Oh shit.
Okay, well, I guess
We'll figure it out.
That's gonna be a resolution.
Half chainsaw, half shotgun, demon bear, animorph, polar bear.
Clearly the Predators are not happy that he ganked some of their shit.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I got it. Okay, obviously this isn't it because it's got maybe one day I'll be microscoped out. But I just imagined him like almost like Fifth Element. He picks up one of the Predator artifacts and he like starts hitting some buttons, and next thing you know, a little countdowner, foreign language comes up, and he just doesn't understand, and it blows up a whole section of the fucking.
It totally blows him up.
He fucked up the invisibility thing and like killed himself basically.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking he activated the nuke without realizing it. Like, what does this do? Beep beep beep.
See, I was thinking either that or like all of a sudden like his group shows up and they find his body there, but he's missing like a skull, like his whole head and like spine. And like, what the? Who does these things? Like,
he got his head ripped off, his spine ripped off. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Dude.
See, that's why I love the idea that later we can go in with microscope.
Yeah, like he took the technology back to the city, and the Predators are so badass they infiltrated and killed him in the city.
So, are we going to put that he's been killed by Predators at this moment?
Yeah, I like that idea. Killed by Predators, either by the tech or
I was like killed by the unknown, because in his world they have no clue who did it.
Well, yeah, no, we're just for our notes. We're going to put that he was killed by Predators, and then I want to put in parentheses possibly tech. Like we will figure out.
We don't know if they sent somebody or he just fucked himself up. Okay, well, yeah, that's what the next episodes are for.
So Sentinelian, that's number 5.
That's the Sentinel.
That's the Hawk.
That's the Hawk protector person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, since we already established that, like, he's special, right? Like, he's got the pink plumage or whatever because he's descended from a salmon, so he can breathe underwater. So he goes down to the city that's at the bottom of the wall that got raised up, and he actually finds the mechanism that's raising and lowering the wall. And as he investigates further, he finds like a giant antechamber with all these other levers that he has no idea. Like, imagine an antechamber full of thousands upon thousands of buttons. And that's what he finds.
He found the main control place. He has no idea what to do with it.
Yeah, he found the main control center for whatever is manipulating this lock mechanism. So let's call it like maybe the Hall of Levers or the Omni. I like what did you say earlier? What'd you call that, John? The telescope lens.
Oh, I made a joke about people.
He finds
Optimatron.
He finds the Omnicore, Omnicore of the device.
I like that. That's pretty badass. All right, Pookie, you get to roll for Skarn.
Oh, that was my roll.
Oh, that was for Steve.
Oh, that was for Steve? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll again.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's roll. That's fine. I'm doing note taking, so it don't bother me none.
Personal calamity.
Skarn. Which one's Skarn? Is that the Trog?
That's the lizard folk. No, that's Centos troglodyte.
Who's Skarn?
That's the
Mongol. That's the leader. That's the Mongol leader.
That's the leader. That's the Great Khan.
Shit. Okay, so I want to tie him. I know we did the Predator thing for Demon Bear, but what if we tie it into Demon Bear? What if he and Demon Bear, instead of having this massive war, they decide to go old school and they do the one-on-one duel to see who wins the engagement? And Demon Bear mortally wounds him, but he kills Demon Bear.
Nice.
So he's not dead, but he's severely fucked up.
So do we want to backtrack and say that Demon Bear was actually killed in combat by Skarn now?
Well, we could do the same thing we did before. So Demon Bear uses the device to turn himself invisible. Skarn somehow damages it, and the explosion destroys Demon Bear completely, but injures him severely during the explosion.
That's so good. It's like he hits him with like the giant spear. He's like,
That's it. Boom. That's the worst thing.
Imagine the battlefield just flattening as like thousands upon these soldiers die too, just from like the shockwave of the thing exploding.
And the only reason Skarn survives is because he's this badass avatar.
He's badass, and maybe now he has like pieces of the tech like in his body and shit, like from the explosion.
He's about to get cabled, huh?
About to get cabled up, dude.
That's odd. I like that. It's so good. I get all excited like typing this shit. Like I get like the stupid smile on my face.
So they did have a war, but they like settled it like that instead.
Yeah, they did old school style. They're like, we're gonna do this shit old school style. All right, let's see what happens to Sinto. Is Sinto too close to the blast?
Yeah.
No, he is not. All right.
Lead an army, give an army specialized training, or form an army.
In the wake of what was the first one?
Lead an army, give an army specialized training, or form an army, or anything to do with an army.
In the wake of Skarn being so injured, Sinto's going to take over control of the Horde for right now.
I like that because he was in the running before him and the Proto and the Primal.
Yeah, and he was first, and he was like considered like his first lieutenant basically.
So Sinto becomes the Khan. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can see like Skarn being like his wounded advisor right now, and then maybe something will happen later on. Maybe he'll get all like maybe he'll go join the Anthem Force once he gets all teched out and cyborg. Who knows? Maybe it's like Borgish, like it's like the Borg. He'll be assimilated. We don't know yet though.
Or maybe they align after this whole fucking thing, dude. And they're like one giant horde.
What? That's so scary. Can you imagine like giant like
fucking
primal lizard folk with
it's
like
literally
rail cannons?
It's literally turning into Warhammer, dude. Space War. It's literally turning into Warhammer. Warhammer 40K. No,
because the Space Marines are Animorphs.
Yeah, I know, but if they all join together, they would all have access to all the different shit.
All right, I'm not John, you have the last one. You have Alatun.
And that is the Revenger.
The Revenger.
That is a Revenger. She's dead. I'm just kidding.
It's got always right. Okay. Create, find, steal, recover a wonder. Be that an item or a structure. There aren't a lot of things from past civilizations, except for whatever bore this world, for whatever reason it bore.
Maybe she finds something in the labyrinth.
I was thinking, what about this thing that I just put down there with a molten thing? Since because she is separate of both the game and the other game.
Yeah.
Or
well, she's technically running the game, but from the shadows.
Yeah. So you mean like when she's first down in the Hunter's Lab in the first place, helping to set things up?
Yeah, or whatever you want to do.
What if she somehow gets a hold of the 7 swords and combines them into one sword?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Are they just laying around somewhere right now?
Well, they've been passed on. Maybe she kills the 7 and takes her swords and forges it into one sword itself.
In that order, like she starts taking.
Yeah, like because she's a lizard folk. So like you know how like they used to lay Japanese steel on top of Japanese steel to make a sword. Like she lays the dragon bone on top of the dragon bone, and she forges this like ultimate fucking Excalibur
two-handed
sword.
Getting
God killer.
Getting the power back.
Yeah, a god killer, right?
Put their power in that?
Rend. It's Rend's powers that the 7 took, or they thought they took and made it into swords, but really she still controls all of it.
Yeah, which is why it's going to be really funny for Rend, who's just like, oh, go ahead. That's cute.
Would Rend be able to use that against her?
I would say certainly, but I mean, however we want to do it. But yeah, do you like that idea? I like that idea for making one giant sword.
Well, I'm just thinking
go with that, John?
Using it to get rid of Rend, then it's gonna hurt when Rend uses her own power against her. Like, can Rend still control the sword powers?
So while the game is going on, she quests for the 7 that are left and murders them all, takes their swords and then forges a sword.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
Invites them in different ways.
She invites them to the game.
Yeah,
and has them kill each other off.
Or that. Yeah, well, I think they might see through that a little bit, but I'm thinking like one every so many years or something.
It is a long period.
Long game.
We still have to figure out during resolution who wins the game too. We have to roll like see how many races.
Oh yeah, because we
got
gotta
to
make a new avatar out of that.
Yep, that's on resolution.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you cool with that, John? I mean, that's kind of a combined idea.
Well, I
like
was
that
thinking
idea though.
That's those are artifacts that actually already exist. Although she
what if she forges the sword?
Planet as well.
John, what if she forges the sword like you were saying inside of that magma bit?
I was just thinking of the magma pit as one more way to get down to the inner workings of the planet.
Well, maybe it's so hot though that it can forge the sword. You know, like how you have to kill an artifact by throwing it in a volcano. And
how about deep inside, she finds an actual like world core forge as her find.
She finds like legendary. She finds a great forge in there.
Yeah, like
I like that idea.
A great dwarven forge because the Eternal's already in there.
What if we make it another race?
Yeah.
What other race creates shit?
Well, you could make it kind of like the Mercurions, who are like the frost, the fire giants who got turned into like living metal, something like that.
And the metal gnomes from before. Maybe that's.
Oh God.
Maybe it's like like the first piece of like that star metal that came down. It's like those people, like those golems, because like the idea of the metal. What if we make them like star metal mephits or something that run a giant star metal forge?
I like the idea of mephits.
Mephits, right? Yeah. But instead of them being mist, they're made out of the actual star metal.
Yeah.
I dig that. Yeah. Like Kilroy kind of things.
So the sword looks like all red and green and shit. It's like emerald and ruby, like all kind of fused together.
I dig
the accents of the dragon bone.
So she kills the 7 and forges the swords into one massive sword in the star metal forge.
Yeah, the star metal forge.
In
the heart of the world.
Well, that's the intent. She's found the forge and she has the plan for the star metal stuff. But how long is one round?
Resolution, yeah. We'll do that all in resolution, the sword. But yeah, she finds the forge, yeah.
So she finds the forge.
For sure.
Okay. Finds the star metal forge.
I like how we roll random stuff for some of the resolution stuff too.
So like the Macaws thought the metal gnomes came from the sky, but what they didn't realize is they actually came from the planet.
Planet itself.
Up, yeah.
Which is funny because the original game dragon made her own, not realizing that a few miles below she could have had a different type of mechanical construct race.
Oh yeah, the kobolds.
Yeah, there's kobolds up on the moon.
There are kobolds on
moon bolds, dude.
Moon bolds.
Moon bolds. That should be the name.
Or coombs, dude.
Moon bolds.
Kobold moons, coombs.
So, what's next?
T'Challa has a love affair of like
resolution.
Lawful evil. I'm just saying, I keep looking at his comments.
I think we're on resolution.
Yeah, we're at resolution. Okay, so
let's see. I'll put the resolution card up.
I want to see what this looks like. I'll have to actually go back and like watch the broadcast to see that, huh?
It should be.
I see Booker Steve's chair now.
Yes, we can.
I wasn't there before.
But
all right, so what do we want to handle first? You want to handle the dragon claw coming out of the ground?
Yeah,
I think we should do the winner of the contest.
Let's do the winner of the contest first. And do we want to randomly roll to see which race wins what?
Just one roll? I guess you could.
Do we have a list of said races?
Yeah, we need all of our races, right?
Oh man, we got a lot.
How about just the younglings? So you have one representative from the dragon stuffs, a Scar Elf.
The Ractonians, the humans,
the Ractonians,
the Trogs,
the vampires.
Or do you want to do just one from all of the horde, or do you want to do one from each race of the horde?
I would. To me, it would make sense that each one of them each member of the horde would want to go. Like,
also having more than one would give the ability to invite the one whose sword you're planning on murking.
Yeah, and then we can invite the Slod because they're still around. We totally forgot they've infiltrated every single
civilization. Well,
Yeah.
I actually had a question about that. Does anyone know about the Twilight vampire people? Are they just staying low key since they're technically invisible in their home?
Yeah, they're probably not involved in this at all, honestly.
Yeah, because they would rather people not even know they.
Or do they come in pretending to be just the Ractonians because they're human? So one sneaks in pretending to be a Ractonian, or is invited in. I had an idea for the Slod too. What do you guys think about the Slod becoming, instead of it just being a race anymore, because they've so involved themselves in other races? What if they become like the Sith in modern Star Wars, whereas you could become a Slod from any race? You could become a Slod. Basically, it's more like an idea or a creed as opposed to just a race. So like the dark side of the Force, the Slod like control like a whole, like you could choose to become a Slod.
Are the
They're like the chaos magic.
Are the Slod is the
maybe, or
well, you're saying like the main race starts dying out on the planet,
right? So all that's left,
smaller and smaller. So all that's left is their idea.
Yeah, just like in Star Wars, how Palpatine wasn't really a Sith. I mean, he was a Sith, but he wasn't the race of the Sith.
The race Sith is long gone,
long dead, right? And I'm thinking since they've kind of diluted themselves so much, it would probably start to happen where it's just more like I said, like an idea or religion almost. If you're a Slod, you're like one of these dark.
Dude, I like that. I've never even thought about that. Like,
have they gone through that much though?
They've gone through a lot of shit, and like we haven't done anything with them for multiple rounds. Every time during the resolution, we just say
their empire kind of fell, and
every time during the resolution, we've said that they've put themselves more and more in other people's affairs, basically infiltrated more and more and more.
Like either they're waiting to strike, or they've just immersed themselves in the world completely.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe at the end of this round, since we didn't do anything with them again, this is the round where they've ceased to be true Slod anymore.
Yeah, like, part of a super probably like a
organization.
few, but like as a civilization, the true Slod are pretty much gone.
As a civ, they focus too far on the out, not on the in, and then disease or starvation.
Yeah, so if you were to jump in this world, you'd be playing an Animorph that's secretly a Slod infiltrator. So you have like a separate little set of powers or things that you can do because that's what you are. You know, you're still for the Slod.
For the Slod.
Yeah, instead of like physically infecting people anymore, it's moved to almost like a mental thing where it's kind of like the dark side, like you just infect people's minds and make them.
So we're about to start working on that right now. Like actually, that's what we're doing on this resolution right here. So Slod civilization ceases to be and becomes more of an ideal.
An ideal or a religion or a creed.
Quick question: the base Slod, like in the civilization, like the 9 to 5 Slod guy.
Working 9 to 5.
I mean, they exist, right? Like they have services and things they need to do for their civilization.
Well, what I was saying is that they're like me and D are saying they're gone. Like they.
What I was
like, you will still run into a Slod here or there, but like the problem is like I could see how to where like if someone ran into a Slod now, like an actual Slod, and they were part of the Slod, they wouldn't even know what the hell they are. Like they're so far removed from their base that they would try to kill each other because they would have no idea that they're working on the same team.
Right, because it's been hundreds and hundreds of years, right? So maybe the only place there still are Slod are here, like where their city was, but that city is now like a giant ruin or a dungeon.
Yeah,
it's like a giant jungle ran over
here. It's almost like its own little area where there are Slod that are still there that think they're still part of a great empire, even though it's not existent.
And maybe you have some
small village of
maybe you have some Macaw Strigoi in there, like the Dark Macaw, the Chaos Macaw. Maybe there's still some around that area because they're not a race anymore.
That place is probably a hellhole. Let's be honest.
Probably fucked up, right? It's like almost like a gate to.
Well, what would Slod do if they had to fight over food and survival? They would devour each other.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm assuming happened, and then the remnants or whoever survived that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you get all that, D? Since that was like we're supposed to be discussing the racism and came up with the whole idea.
I know. Like, let's discuss these other guys, like the Great Gay. Like, actually, let's talk about Slod. All right, so basically, the short end is the Slod civilization ceases to be and becomes more of an ideal religion or creed. And I'm going to put in parentheses like the Sith.
Yeah, that's the best example I have.
That's a really good example. Like, like it's basically like you're a group of people who want chaos to happen. You don't like order. You want to destroy things. You want to infiltrate. You want to break the molds.
Yeah, agents of chaos, dude.
Yeah,
the chaos side of the Force, bro. They're all
Exactly.
they're all about the chaos side.
I mean, they are.
I
They're
like that
very
idea.
emotional. I mean, like if you're chaotic, you're probably pretty emotional in general. You know, like you're gonna not be structured. So that makes a lot of sense to me. So that's cool. I like that. I like the because they haven't had an avatar since they haven't had an avatar since
They
they got
haven't.
swallowed up by Magnatrix.
Yeah, they really haven't done anything the whole last age or this age so far. So it's been like close to probably 1,000 years since they've really
Yeah.
done, or at least 500-600 years before they've done anything.
And they've been a dying race, but they've almost become like a thing of legend. Like there are probably people who worship them or worship the civilization, and there's probably people who are like their goal is to try to get the civilization back, but they don't even really know what it was.
Because I was thinking too, like I kind of like how Rome became so big that it wasn't really a thing to be Roman. Since everybody was Roman, it wasn't a thing to be Roman anymore. You were just part, like that's what they became. They became so spread out that they just have this ideal. And maybe we could even do a thing like the Sith or something where as we get further and further, maybe there's only like literally a few of them left. And those few are extremely powerful because they've survived this long.
Like you go like basically like you have some gray sloths or something like that.
Yeah.
Who are
great sloths or like ancient sloths.
I was gonna say so the core that's left of this failed slot civilization that's nothing with its former shadow, a shadow of its former self. But it's actually surrounded by the jungle full of near non-sentient driven crazy slod, half breed, half slod.
Yeah, not just slod. There's also all those chaos animals too, and like all the like.
So that's why no one ever gets to the middle.
Oh no,
because it's
a hell on earth. It's full of anarchic. It's an anarchic zone, which basically means it's just full of chaos. Like all the animals are mutated. Like everything there, the wildlife in the area is mutated. Nothing is right there. Even the plants are. You'll have animated plants that are dangerous and carnivorous, and it's a very dangerous zone to be in.
So
yeah, you could pretty much turn the whole island into like a giant dungeon, like if you really wanted to.
Exactly.
But what like a survival dungeon?
Yeah.
So what's the next resolution?
So
we're
actually
still
need
trying
to
to figure out the races.
Which races? Yeah, we got on to talk about the slide, and we just went off on that. So, shoot, do we need to like just type this out real quick? Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we have the let's figure out which races would be involved. So,
Animorphs, troglodyte, the different dragon,
primal lizard folk,
lizard,
and proto.
I would just do lizard folk. Just I wouldn't make them
all of them.
Yeah, they've actually become their own. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Scar elves.
Scar elves.
The blue goblins.
Blue goblins, definitely.
The Hawkmen.
Oh yeah, Hawk people still exist. What
see.
about dragons? The other shit dragons flying around.
I mean, since they got infected by those insectoids, to me now they're just literally like D&D dragons. Like they just hoard shit and they're just around. That's how we've been treating them the whole time anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, other D&D dragons do different stuff too, right? Though, like there's hoard knowledge or
but they wouldn't. I don't think they'd come and play the game though. I mean, maybe
there might be one or two. There might be one dragon just decides.
Maybe this early in the ages when the dragons are still young enough to.
Well, they're not young anymore. They've been around for thousands plus years already.
Yeah, well, that's still young.
That's still young. How about the Kaya-Dune?
Yeah.
No, they're just told if you can't walk, you can't play.
You can't walk, you can't play.
And then somebody got a lawyer representing
the meerkat folk.
Oh yeah, the meerkat folk. Yeah. All right, so
and the Ractonians.
A living island.
Yeah, let's see. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that is it. Yep.
All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9. So will someone roll me a D9?
Roll it, John.
I'm assuming no treant people and no acid folk.
No.
Okay. D9. Okay, I'll type it in. There we go. 4.
So we have the Scar Elves.
The Scar.
All right, winners.
So the hero, the next avatar is a Scar Elf avatar.
All right.
We made them healers, right?
From District 5.
Yeah, like druids, stuff like that.
Yeah, what if we make him like I like that even being a druid. What if he's like a petrified druid? Like he deals with like not death, but like that state in between, like that state of hibernation almost. So like his whole thing is like helping things heal through like putting them through stasis or torpor. You know what I mean? So he's all about that petrification. Maybe call him something to do with a stone or.
What's the Scar Elf language?
We said Native American, right? For them?
Yeah, Navajo. And I totally like did not have a chance to look at that at all. So, let me Google Navajo word for. Let's see.
I would keep it simple, like stone, and maybe
Stone?
healing.
Yeah,
because you're not going to find very specific phrases.
How about Kingu?
Kingu.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Are you just making that word up?
Solid condensed mass of mineral.
I like it. Okay. Let me get to the right spreadsheet.
5-word definition for the word rock.
Kingu.
How do you spell Kingu?
King and then 2 O's.
Okay.
They're onlit. They're umplats. Umlauts.
Kingu or King Owl. I don't know. We don't have our native German here to explain to me umlauts.
Yeah, umlauts.
So. The umlaut is the sideways colon.
Yeah.
This is like to accentigue.
Well, I don't know, John. I'm not a language expert.
The ones they use in French and Spanish. The little. Whoop.
All right. So now he'll be the new avatar, Kingu. All right. So we have. Is there anything? Does Sento do anything when he takes over the Horde? Does he?
I mean, is he an honorable? Like, is he an honorable? See, dude, when Steve made him, I immediately thought of them as being like, you know how like ninjas are in L5R, but they're not. They can't call themselves ninjas, but like the Scorpion are basically ninjas. Like he's like that. So he's like a dishonorable version of like a samurai, but nobody knows he's dishonorable. But he does fucked up shit. He blows up buildings. He poisons people. He does the shit that nobody else wants to do.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to dirty the hands of someone else.
Yeah, for the protection of the Horde.
Yeah, my honor is trash, so I will let you keep your honor and do that. So, do you think Sento would start organizing? He would probably start organizing like, raids. I would imagine.
Or are we saying that they align? I think they should align with the Animorphs, dude, and create like that giant horde.
What do you think the reason is for that?
The technology, man. It has to be because they're so much more advanced. The Animorphs are so much more advanced than them.
So is it because Demon Bear died, or?
Yeah, I mean that's why I think Shinto is that his name. Shinto. I think he's clever enough to realize that if they actually fight them, that they're probably not going to win because of that island and all that power they have, and now they're up in space and shit. So he takes the opportunity to align with them to try to get access to their technology.
Like, so right after their leader dies, they say, "Look, we're able to do that to him."
Yeah, we could do that to you, right?
A little bit of a bluff to show.
Well, and also like I could see how they go. Look, you guys may have the technology, but our guy was actually strong enough to survive the blast.
and he has
you may have technology, but we are stronger in heart,
those
and
eternal
body,
and those eternal dwarves. So he knows about this like advanced technology because he's been around it too.
Yeah,
so you'd probably assume it's very similar to that.
Yeah.
So I think he would push to a line, and I think if he's really loyal to the Khan, he might try to make sure that the other guy, the other lizard folk, doesn't try to usurp while their leader is fucked
so he
up.
probably. So do you think he takes out? He has the leader of the proto lizard folk assassinated?
Maybe,
Yeah,
or
which
if not assassinated, what do you guys think about him sending him to the Animorphs as like an emissary
hostage
to get him away from the Horde, but give him a position of power? Am I making him too political, dude? I'm just trying to think of how the Khans.
No,
that's how the Khans did shit. That's what they did.
That is how the Khans.
That what he would try to do first, post battle, is control the narrative. That guy didn't blow up because his own thing blew up. We blew him up with our thing.
With our power,
a good chunk of the Anthropomorphs died from that, so they don't even know what the hell happened.
Yeah, exactly. And so the first thing is take the narrative. What happened? We had the thing that did that thing.
Or both sides had casualties, right? I like what D said. Like our strength was such, that we were able to survive it. Like so, like we're not scared of technology. If we align, we can work together. Now we can actually rule this planet. Like our strength combined, and then by sending the primal lizard folk or the proto lizard folk over, he gets them out of the way politically. And creates a seed there with one of his tribe there, because the Khans just do it all the time, dude. They would take like their relatives and shit and send them to other kingdoms to rule, hostages, or to actually rule, put them in a position of power, so they would no longer try to take power.
But I just meant like you give somebody of import so that they know you're not going to break the treaty because it's not worth that person's life.
I don't mind that. If you want to do a hostage trade-off, we can create an avatar that replaces Demon Bear for the Animorphs, and that person gets sent over to the Horde, and the Horde sends over the Primal or the Proto. So they exchange chieftains to ensure that they don't annihilate each other. Does that make sense?
I can see that. Yeah. Okay. For me,
either that or the assassination, one of the two. But I like the idea that in order to protect his nation, he decides to preemptively stop somebody he believes is going to try to power grab, but in doing so, he is himself power grabbing. So who knows how the Khan responds when the Khan comes back?
Oh yeah,
the Khan might see it as a play against him.
I got an idea for the Animorph chieftain or the hostage. Right, what if we make it a fox, dude?
Like a Kitsune?
Like a Kitsune, or like like a fox person.
Since they're pretty lizard folk over.
It's a 2.5 foot tall Mr. Toad from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
I want to kick your ass. I'm just gonna beat you, dude. Oh my god.
And an alcoholic.
What if he's from that order of engineers? So the Horde sends over one of their
the actual Proteus.
Yeah, maybe even call him Proteus. I don't know, but maybe that's what they exchange. Like they take the technology over to them, and the Horde sends over a warrior to like train their people better.
Okay.
So kind of like Rome and the Huns.
Yeah, exchanging technology basically,
ideas
or tactics.
Yeah.
So is the Fox Anthropomorph the actual leaders of the Proteus?
Yeah, maybe he's the head, like their head scientist or their head engineer. See, and then he can get close to the scar, and now he can look at whatever metal or whatever is down there that those elves are working on, or those dwarves, and maybe he can start helping them develop their own shit. So it really is like a two-way street. Like it's a true alliance because they each have shit on each other now. I don't know. It's just an idea.
No, I like it. Let me just tell you what I got. Make sure it sounds right. All right. So Sento pushes to align with the Anthropomorphs. He changes the narrative that the lizard folk thwarted the Anthropomorphs' technology. Sento sends the proto-lizard folk leader over to the Anthropomorphs. The Anthropomorphs send a Fox Anthropomorph, the head engineer of the Proteus, to assist with technology.
Yeah. Sounds good, yeah. I mean, if you did it really old school, they would like send each other's daughters and shit over. That's like what they would do. And they would marry each other, to ensure allegiance.
I'm not sure everything here is working that well.
Ever. Half troglodyte, half bulldog. Like what the
Yeah,
Robotech,
whatever anthropomorph you want.
Yeah.
half troglodyte, half owl. Whatever, dude.
Oh man, no, that's
An
okay.
owl trog.
Owl trog.
A troggle.
So where are we at next?
We got the lightning claw thing. What else?
The lightning claw
island thing. Oh, so we have these. I wanted to do this from that first thing Joey did tonight. So we have the brush fire.
Pookie. His name is Pookie.
And brush fires over here.
Oh yeah, we didn't even go over how that affects everything, huh?
Yeah, hold on. So I didn't get to see on the map. What? Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking they were looking for the thing. They found that other lock thing right there, and I was trying to get them trapped there, but the magma couldn't work. But brush fires could; they could get trapped. So the idea I was thinking is that, like, in order to survive, they have to go into this mechanism, but then it seals them off away from that other civilization that they're from, the Animorph civilization they're from. So they become separated.
Apparently, T'Challa believes that you're a furry. By the way, Pookie.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
So the kitsune love.
All right.
Only seen get frisky to foxes a handful of times, and every single time, it was a live action fox.
Is it called screeching? Right? Isn't that called screeching? Like,
I have no fucking clue.
I didn't know what a furry was until I watched CSI like the first season, and they shot Homeboy. Was in a furry outfit because he thought it was something like that. All right, so the Anthropomorphs studying the temporal box. Is that what we want to call it?
Yeah, the teleportation device.
Oh yeah, okay.
True.
That's what you're talking about, right, John?
Remember the box that we thought had a temporous inside of it?
Yeah, which island was it on? This one?
It was on the green island.
That
island
block that they uncovered into. Yeah. But we assume that the inside of the whole material plane is the thing locked, right?
Yeah.
These are all outside layers.
They don't realize it's holding temporous, but it's holding temporous.
And now it's on fire, right?
Yeah, the area around it is on fire.
Yeah, that contains it. So I was thinking the people that are there exploring get driven into this, and then when they get driven into this, they like get closed off.
They seek shelter inside the box,
or inside the thing holding said box, the structure
inside the device holding the box.
Yeah. The ones that survive and don't die in fire.
Yeah.
I was thinking of making him an order later.
Oh shit! There may be something more than a damn order later on. They may be coming out like who knows? Maybe they're the Chronics. Maybe that's where the Chronics come from.
It's all in circles.
It is all in circles. All right.
Yeah, I had an idea, John, for you too. Opening up this thing we made, the forge. I was going to say that this lava, see how it's like surrounded by that moon dust, that radioactive moon dust? That's what actually creates the fire burning hot enough to create to like open up to the forge at the bottom. So like this whole area down here is also like now this radioactive fire, like all these black spots. This whole thing is on fire now.
All
across the bottom.
The whole. Is that black sand down there too?
Yeah, every place there's that black sand, that forge set it all, ignited all of it.
But just the south side?
Yeah, just the south side.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do the whole thing. I was thinking just here.
Yeah.
I would just say south side because of the way the world is. It's literally cylindrical.
Yeah.
Cylindrical.
So it's like permanent like permanent fire. So like whatever that dust is basically keeps it alive for a millennia, kind of like a fossil fuel does. So this is just all on fire down here.
That's going to cause some issues with like smoke and, weather changes.
Believes it's time.
All right. Is there anything else in resolutions that we need?
I had one more idea. I was thinking maybe we
ahead.
could roll a D100, and that's the lever that that Hawkman pulls inside that room full of levers. Like he just pulls one randomly.
But do we know which?
I was thinking maybe we could roll and see how we have these grid spots, John. Could you figure out like what grid each of these squares would be?
I could do this.
And something random happens in one of these squares when he pulls a lever.
Okay. Well,
sorry, is that too crazy? I just thought it would
no, I like it. Because he's going to check it out. Like
he's going to pull at least one, dude.
I can't be in a room full of levers and not go.
It's levers and buttons and switches. He's going to do something.
He's going to do something. Yeah.
How could he not?
So we just need to figure out how many boxes there are.
Yeah, how many boxes, and then do the roll. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So measuring from 250. So that would be 50. 5 times 10. 50. So it's 50 by.
I love this.
Yeah, sorry. That's too much. It just popped in my head. I'm like, wouldn't that be awesome if it affects like a square of land on the world somewhere?
Well, it's going to be a lot harder to do this than originally, but it will happen. 135.
and then in that square, we go to the catastrophe list and we roll for a catastrophe in that one specific square.
Fucking A.
255.
Meteor sword.
330. So 330 divided by 5.
Jesus, that's a fun number. It's like 60, 65. No, 66. 330 divided by 5 is 66.
66 and 50 then? Roll a D15 at 66.
Yeah.
So
to find the coordinate,
in the right spot in the world, even if it's a little bit off.
Okay.
So
what's the first roll?
No. Roll, John. You do it.
Yeah. Okay. 1D50. I'm going to roll a D100 and we'll cut that in half.
Just roll a D50.
Well,
I just roll a D50, bro.
Yeah, because then you get an odd number.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so right there on the edge of the map. Nice, like 15 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're spread out. Wait, what time with this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15. Right? I'm gonna put it right here. Actually on the land. It's right here. Right where the quaddle used to be.
Sorry, my Discord crashed. All right, so mark it.
Yes, and for some reason. Oh, your video's not back up.
Uh-oh. We were experiencing technical.
There we go. Yep, it's right here.
Boom. We're excited.
Yeah.
All right. Now, D, you go roll on the catastrophe chart to see what happens to that one specific square.
1D50. 20. Well, that's probably not good. All right. We'll go find that damn catastrophe chart now.
Planar migration.
Okay. Well, what else?
Serious?
Yeah.
What the
All right, so we got to drop a race right there.
Oh, so it opened a portal, basically.
Yep, opened a portal and something came out.
This planet. Seriously, who does this?
Son of a bitch.
I have a nice place to build on the bodies of dead quaddle.
So where's it? Like right here, John?
Yeah, right in that nice little valley area.
All right, let me mark that.
It looks lovely when you get into it. You know? Just nice, calm, peaceful.
Reticulating splines.
And then all of a sudden, a huge portal in the sky.
And
this is like
Thanos and his armies roll up and like, hey, what's up,
Yeah,
guys? Like, oh, son of a
it's
bitch.
a new race with 3 armies.
I'm just
Jeez
thinking
Louise.
this is like the trash dump of
All right,
planar
so
accidents.
we should do something interesting. Something we haven't done yet.
Dude. Oh,
What
we
if
can't use
The
certain races because I was totally thinking Youth Yankee.
What about
I
the
know. I wanted to
the
get Yankee earlier.
The Animorphs escaped from an overlord enslaving them, right?
Yes, they did.
What if they finally found them?
Okay, I'm down. So, what was the race that was enslaving them?
I don't know,
Dude, you know what I want to do? What if we do? What if we do? Remember how we said like they're functionally immortal but not really immortal? What if it's like a death giant?
Can't use
or
that
like
one,
some
T'Challa.
kind of
I love Death Giants.
some kind of titans, like some giant immortal race.
T'Challa's going crazy asking for mind flayers.
Can't do
Sorry,
We can't use them.
What do you think about death? What do you think about death giants though? From 3.5.
We would love to, but that's like that
Death Giants?
intellectual property shit.
Yeah, we can't use mind flayers, Gith Yankee, none of it. Gith Zeri, none of it.
Of course you have a freaking yiffing thinking.
What's the death giant thing now?
They're death giants.
They're so giants,
they basically are
undead?
surrounded by like souls. No, they're human. I mean, they're living,
Yeah,
but they
living.
basically like they basically lost their souls a long time ago. So they're basically they have to subsist on other people's soul energy.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, perfect.
People who live off of slavery.
So they chose these Animorphs because they're functionally immortal, so they can suck them off for a long time.
You said that.
This is what happens when you provoke. You see this, T'Challa. You can make it work.
How about we call them like Death Titans or something to do with Titans, dude? Like Nile Titans, like nihilistic, like
yeah, Nil Giants.
Nil Giants, dude. I like that. Like NIHL. NHIL Giants, Nil Giants.
NHIL. I like that.
Like they're from.
Like I was just thinking, like, if we're gonna run into issues with Steve not showing up sometimes, unfortunately, we may have to ask T'Challa and be like, "Hey, you got a webcam and stuff? You want to be our fourth?
Jump in." So maybe they're from like you know how like there's Jotunheim, like where frost giants are from? Maybe they're from like a realm like from Nil, from like a realm that's all dead shit, or shit that
and oppression, dead shit and oppression.
Dead shit and oppression. Goodness gracious! All right, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the Clawed Island. We still have to do something with the Clawed Island.
Yep, the Clawed Island. And that's pretty much the last thing in resolution phase, right?
Well, the first thing I thought of is that this wall of blue steel becomes electrified from the storm.
It's like a giant don't whiz on the electric fence right there.
Yeah, it's like a giant electric fence, including this trench down here that got filled up with blue steel.
Oh my gosh.
What about its interaction with water, the part where it's underwater?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it creates, I don't know, storms, typhoons. I don't know what that kind of energy would do. Hurricanes all along the wall.
Oh yeah,
like royals.
Yeah. So like this whole thing becomes like untenable for water travel.
Yeah. How about like
the Hawkmen are basically stuck.
So check it out.
Kinda.
So if it makes royals, right? So then steam rises up on both sides of the walls, or in spray. Well, spray, like so it gets foggy all around the entire wall.
Oh, I like that idea too, dude. So it becomes really like the wall of ice from Game of Thrones. It's all fogged out.
Yeah.
You can't see it until you get too close, and you're like, "What is this blue electrical? Oh shit!"
But when as you get closer, like the blue is turning purplish from the immense amount of heat.
Like the hairs on your arms are starting to stick out. And you're like, why am I feeling all this electricity? Like, what's going on?
And then the storm above it can possibly, like, if you're near enough to the storm, actually.
So it's like it's a giant violet wall now from the heat created by the electricity. It's not quite molten, but in between, the cold and the electricity. It's this weird purple.
It's like plasma.
Yeah,
It's like frozen
plasma,
plasma almost.
Frozen plasma. That's fucking dope. Yeah, the Hawkmen are
Well, I
kind
can
of.
tell you right now, the Hawkmen are going to have to figure out a way to survive.
They have the ability
'Cause-
to breathe underwater and fly, right?
So
now
the
at this
question
point.
is,
electrical underwater too.
so the question is, do these blue mountains also become magenta, purple, electric
yeah.
mountains?
Yeah, definitely. Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
dude.
badass.
Like giant nuclear spines.
So the whole thing becomes like a series of storms with pockets like of stability inside in between.
Yeah, because remember, we have magical storms next round, so this basically explains our worldwide magical storms.
Yeah, this is like the root of it.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely it's all purple, dude.
So similar to the way the volcanoes had little dips and valleys sections where it was like nice. This is like
you mean like pockets,
ravaged
like eyes,
hell.
like
Yeah,
there's eyes in the middle of the
and there's
storms.
eyes, but they don't move. They're like from the
That's where
spines of the mountain.
That's where the Hawkmen have to settle. Then they're probably gonna have to move their cities.
Yeah, they basically live in these eyes, like they're super isolated now.
Yeah, almost Shangri-La.
And not by choice. Like they're stuck. Like maybe some of them might be able to fly so high to get above the storm, but like maybe that's like only a few Hawkmen can do that.
Yeah, it's like
extremely dangerous.
Remember in the old world, Hawkmen, didn't they have some ritual for getting elected, like some machismo, like Easter Island type stuff?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So they had the same similar thing where it's like, oh, you had to dodge through all of this to get out of here. To what? To go over here and get you had to come back with a leaf.
So are they like
grass?
Are they going to create like the Storm Lords to like an offshoot of the Tide Lords? Like,
they would. They would totally specialize in electrical magic. Absolutely,
for sure. Right?
Eventually, yeah. Like, like you're afraid of this. I was born of this. You know. Fuck yeah! Like,
are they going to end up?
In fact, I foresee the Hawkmen learning to create a mega weapon that harnesses electrical power.
Dude. So it's the new Death Star, right? But it's like an electrical.
The new Death Star.
So what's left on the resolution table?
I think we're good. Yeah, like the Weave, he formed an alliance. Rend moves our base of operations. Demon Bear's dead. Centenalian caused some shit from the damn chamber levers. Skarn is currently advising Cento. Alatoon has. Oh, does she? So Alatoon does forge the weapons, right?
Forge the weapon, yeah, for sure.
So we're saying that order of the 7 is kaputis?
7 is gone. Yeah.
Yeah, dead.
Destroying the order. All right, yep. She forges the 7 swords into 1 sword, destroying the order. All right. I think that's good. I think it's a good place for a break. Because now
it's a good time for a break.
Yeah, we'll be at 4. We'll be on round 4.
Okay. So I'm going to switch this out. We'll be back in what time? 9:45? Sound good?
Ooh, how about like that? Shoot.
7 minutes? 5?
Let's do 10. Let's do like 9:48.
9:48. Okay. Well, I'll see y'all 9:48. Okay, and we're off.
Dude, this shit is hot. welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys had a good break. I hope everyone got a chance to, use the restroom. What was it? Drop off some baby kaijus, whatever you had to do. Yeah, but we're back, and we're going to go ahead and start off age 2, round 4. We're going to go ahead and roll some D4s and see who gets to start this whole thing off again. So,
baby kaijus.
Baby kaijus. I'm going to start calling my kids that. Baby kaijus. Like kaidunes.
Yeah, tossing some kaijus, dude.
What is this? Do I have to go first? That's not the way this is supposed to work.
We'll see what Pookie does. Pookie's like, I'm going to opt not to roll a D4. So, round 4 is going to be John, then Pookie, and then me. And then, of course, Steve is here in spirit. So we'll be doing Steve as well. So,
when I invented dice, this wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so we have the creation step again. This time I want to put the card up for a little while. And you'll see Steve's empty seat in spirit. But here we go. So we can create a race, create an order, or create an avatar. Let's see how we will. Okay, I'm going to create an avatar that came through with the new Nil Giants.
The Nil Giants?
Yes.
Gilgamesh.
He's Nil. What? Nilgamesh?
Nilgamesh?
No, Gilgamesh, dude.
I like Nilgamesh.
Well, yeah.
Nilgamesh is actually kind of hot, though.
That's pretty dope, dude.
Okay. Well, I guess I was just thinking that idea is this person is the actual overseer, like from the time period when the Animorphs escaped.
Hell yeah, dude. The supreme leader, dude.
Yeah, exact his revengeance. Or revengeance.
Exact his revengeance.
Yeah.
Revengeance is mine.
Prepare for
revengeance is mine. No, it's called revengeance.
That fucked me
I
up
would have
so
it
bad
again.
right there.
Yeah, revengeance.
I've had my vengeance once, but I want to get it again. It's going to be the revengeance. All right. Pookie. I make an avatar, the Revengenator.
All right, the Horde and the Animorphs are going to create a joint order, combining their like shield technology with the Horde's. I guess we said they were like samurai, right? Like they're very good with swords.
Yeah.
So they're going to create this order that uses I don't want to say plasma swords, but like force field swords, like swords made out of pure force.
Force swords, yeah, but not lightsabers.
Not lightsabers, but force, like
force
Mordecai's sword.
Yeah,
like force sword.
So basically, yeah, they create kind of a. I want to say they're Jedis. They don't use the Force.
I don't want to call them Jedis.
They don't use the Force,
but I want to call them Jedis.
They create these. Yeah, I'm not going to call it Jedis, but I'm going to call it Jedis. They create. We're going to call them the Jedkas. The
Jedkas.
How do you spell Jedka? What's their principal beliefs? Why are they?
Well, Steve said they were samurai-like, so I like the idea of them being like the protectors of the Horde and the Animorphs. Knights, I guess. Templars.
Force sword knights.
The Yojimbo.
The Yojimbo.
Call it Yojimbos, yeah.
I like it.
Well, Yojimbos are more bodyguards.
Yeah. But they're
well, when he said protect, I'm not sure like exactly what.
Yeah,
like protect
bodyguard, yeah.
Civilians, protect.
Yeah, that's what they kind of do.
Jedis are pretty much protectors too. That's what they're supposed to do, protect the realm.
Yeah, so Jedkas, I like it.
Jedkas.
I that's hilarious.
All right, there we go.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's so good. Oh yeah, we have magical storms this time, and clearly we already know what the magical storms are. It's
sorry, we already did it, right? Magical storms off the top.
We already did that. So
now, unless John wants to make it like a specific storm, I'm just saying they're happening everywhere. We got fire at the bottom, lightning in the middle.
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Yeah,
I think that's
enough. Actually,
okay, add some more.
I had an idea.
Go for it.
You're talking about for the storms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we have this red up here on the top left. And down here on the bottom right, we have this blue island. Plus, we know that there's some kind of device on this. And there's a device in that ravine where it's revealed. And now there's a device in this lava. And we could assume maybe on
liquid
this
hot magma
star metal island.
Well, that island's gone.
You're right. The whole island's gone now.
Oh shit! Thank you for reminding me to turn my phone on silent.
Failed.
No, thank you.
I did all the failing.
Yeah, you fucked up, dude. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, I just got kicked off.
We had a great podcast going. You just
got
kicked
off set. I just lost my job.
Just lost your job.
Tom Cruise is yelling.
Imagine if you were PA.
Feet.
Tom Cruise
6
put his whole arm up my ass.
Right. 6 feet, bitches.
And not in a good way, like he usually does.
Yeah.
Fist.
So I was thinking
6 feet. That's like 8 inches taller than I am. 6 feet.
Yeah. Actually, you're like, oh, that's all.
6 Tom Cruises.
You meant Tom
Six Tom Cruises apart at all times. That's 6 risky businesses. Do you understand?
6.
Okay.
Sorry.
6 risky businesses.
I need you 4 Mission Impossibles apart at all time.
4 Mission Impossibles.
Okay, so the
like,
Mission Impossible is easier because it breaks into a lower denominator. I'll keep doing this. Okay, so every spot on the world where it breaks into that older system, the whatever that's keeping it, that mechanism, all of that, it's like a point on one of those things with lightning you touch. And that's where the magical storms are arcing across of. Like
the old school Tesla ball or whatever.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
If you looked at the Earth, this planet from the outside,
it's going crazy with magical storms
everywhere.
Yeah,
that's fucking dope.
Yeah, and it's all based on the different spots that go further into the planet. And whatever this mechanism is, this planet, it's like
this whole explanation was for only Rend, because only random people on the Proteus Reach can see what you're talking about. Everybody else is like,
the Proteus Reach looks like, boss, there's some shit going on down there.
There's some shit going on, bro.
Like, you might want to teleport up here, boss.
I think the planet's about to blow up.
I think it's about to blow. All right. So, that being said, oh shit, it's my turn. God damn it. I was all enthralled by that.
I created something. What did I create? Oh, yeah, the avatar.
What did I create? Yeah, avatar. I almost want to do something with this reef up here that we haven't even touched. It'd be like the great shrimp, like master crab. Yeah, we haven't even touched that reef. Oh man. How about, you know what? I want to create a race, aquatic elves. They're finally like making themselves known, and I don't have an avatar yet.
How about we call them reef elves, dude? Like that?
Reef elves. I like
reef elves.
Reef elves. So, quick question: is that a golden reef?
No.
Okay, so it's not like
just make it one.
No, I just know that we had a world with meshing worlds, and I didn't know if that came over or not. I saw the yellow, and I was like, "Wait, is that the other one?"
You want to make it that reef?
Like it teleported over?
It was already there, but I mean, I guess you could. Maybe it's platinum, like a combination of like gold and silver together or some shit. No, dude, it's Electrum. You know, the currency that nobody uses in D&D.
The currency that literally no one uses.
It's Electrum Reef.
They're like, oh look.
It sounds like a prog rock album.
Who uses
that? Look, it's slightly more valuable than silver, but not as valuable as gold. But there's a whole reef of it.
The whole reef of it.
That could be kind of dope, though. Maybe they make like Electrum weapons and shit.
Yeah.
Like they have an Electrum.
Maybe they harness the power of electricity.
Ooh, girl.
Wow. That was
really bad.
Yeah. All right, roll a D4, dude. You're the first one to hit comedy tonight.
You're the first one to damn it's comedy, dude.
That hit humanity.
I'm like, you don't even know. Like, Pookie gave us mad bonuses from the Tom Cruise jokes right there. Like,
oh, we're up, dude. We're
actually a positive today.
I was just thinking,
all right,
shock me with your electric.
Who wants to take Steve's? By the way, John, have you heard from Steve at all? Did you even get a chance to make contact with him during break?
I have not received word back from him yet.
Okay, well, he's presumed dead, so we're going to continue on in his memory.
I got one.
Hashtag.
The Mercats are going to create an order of necromancers.
Crab clan. Of what?
Necromancers.
So
what they're basically doing is they're trying to make sure that their armies can always be able to double in size, so that they go deep into death magic. So kind of like in Game of Thrones,
especially with Ezra's there.
Yeah, whenever they get in a battle, they just raise the other side's troops and their own troops back up. So kind of like
what do they call themselves? Like,
so it goes even further into
Purple Legion. Like, what do they call themselves?
I don't know.
Is this the Meerkat folk?
The Meerkat folk.
Yeah.
I thought they were already like death obsessed, being Egyptian.
They were before.
Well, yeah. Now they've got like full on necromancer orders. So.
Oh. Well, do they see the rising of the dead as necromancy?
Or they see it as Necantrix, kind of like the Incantrix, but it's all about necrotic magic.
I was gonna say it's like
and then more specialized with it for warfare, in particular.
Most of the Meerkat folk now do use some kind of death magic, but these are like specifically like your summoners, and like they're not very nice people.
Yeah, like whenever a battle ends, they instantly raise troops. That's like
their job.
Well, I was just thinking, like, it was somebody who already sees death as just another part of all of the path. When they raise their opponent's dead, maybe they don't see it as raising dead so much as like conversion. Like they converted their opponents to their religion, and that's why they're choosing to fight for their god.
Oh, apparently I just got found out that they can't see me on YouTube. They can only see me on Twitch. I don't know why. Anyways, it's fine. We'll just keep rolling with it. I'll just be the voice in the dark.
Don't
worry.
I'm staring at what OBS is telling me is publishing.
That's fine.
All right, so anyways, turn, John.
It's your turn, John, on command phase.
Command phase.
Put up the card, dude. You worked so hard on it.
You worked so hard on that card. Put up that card, you bastard.
Can they not see you when they switch to the card either? That's a whole new run. Command. So during this step, you can command a race, command city, command order.
I already know. You figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
It's aggressive. We already know, John.
You've already said it once. Motherfuckers need to pay attention. By the way, shout out to everyone in our Twitch chat. I know some of y'all are just lurking, but hey, shout out to y'all anyways. Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah. Avoid the tunnels, dude. The undead prairie dogs of our world.
Prairie dog means something totally different in this world.
Oh, for sure, dude. Dropping those prairie dogs off at the pool.
Dropping the prairie dogs off. The little undead, grubby prairie dog larva.
Dead air.
I know.
Hey, man, I'm the one thinking.
I know. I can see the steam.
No, I'm saying it's your guys' job to kill
it's coming out of your. It's coming out of your dick, though, not your ears.
Do you need some? Would you like some assist?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to figure out how I can just start moving this Nil Giant into action.
You want to start moving them into action with their armies?
Yeah. I want to.
I mean, you got 3 of them.
But it's command. So command race, construction,
where are
declaring
they
war. I'm assuming war is already declared.
Here, how about you have them find declare who are they going to declare war on? The Anthropomorphs?
I've got it. They're only here for one reason. I mean, I say they came in at war with the Anthropomorphs already.
Oh, yeah.
So my idea is this. They're going to analyze. That's the first thing they're going to do. They're going to analyze this entire shield system. Since they come from a world with the same kind of tech, they're going to figure out how it is that it works. And they're going to develop a technology specifically to countering it.
Nice. So something to kill sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Shield and develop technology to counter it. All right, good.
Is it on me now?
It is on you.
All right, let's see. Dead air.
Well, clearly the Anthropomorphs like, oh shit. Daddy's home.
Convenient, Misa.
Oh man, the Amphimorphs know they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
yeah.
They're not trying to
Proteus
hide.
Reach saw them come in.
Yeah, so their
I'm thinking
dimensional
they're
anchor obviously didn't work.
like
They've got to be freaking out, dude.
They're technologically advanced and super superior, right? But they're still giants in the idea that they're just like bad crush.
All right, so they're going to form an actual. Okay, that Proteus Reach isn't going to be. They're going to begin construction on Proteus Reach to turn into an actual Death Star. So they're going to turn Proteus Reach into a man-made moon, which is a space station, which they're going to use to destroy the Nil Giants. That's what they're doing.
To a Death Star.
Like, so they're gonna like drop the island out of the sky or something?
Oh,
no, they're gonna harness electrical energy and blow the shit out of it.
Or like build a grid for the magic. That's not gonna end horribly for them at all.
Oh yeah, how does? I thought we were going to wait till like round 8 for a cataclysm, but apparently,
you know what they're going to do?
Round 5. Like
they're going to try to harness that sound to do it.
Oh yeah.
So through their teleportation, they're going to try to take all that sound energy around their city, bring it up into the stars, and fire it down at the giants.
That sounds even riskier. I like that. It even opens up more. Because now it's got to like go down for the moment they're trying to attack with it. So it's got that story element balance to it. Okay, we have a small window where we have to put all the shields down.
And they're going to call it
the beam.
They're going to call it the AMP.
The AMP.
That's the name of it.
That's what they're calling their Death Star. The AMP.
It's the accelerated mass projectile.
There you go.
Wow, I love it. Hold on, I got to put that in quotation. That's amazing.
So now they have to find like the greatest bard in all of the realm to come up there and fucking shred, dude.
I have to.
And he will be the one that activates
up to 11.
It must go to 11.
The most badass band of barbarians ever, bro. Like they all play the axe. Fucking metal as shit.
All right. To throw a monkey wrench at all this, the halls of Geisig, where Rind is at, her kobolds, because they're not living, they can do this. She's going to develop radiation technology, like to be able to use radiation
from the sun, from
the
giant sun she's on.
Magma sun.
Yeah.
So,
third sun.
If anyone chooses to play this world in the 5th Age, welcome to the newest version of Dark Sun. Everything killed everything.
Magic bad, gladiators good. All right. Anyone got any ideas for Steve's step? Someone needs to find a wonder.
I think that
wonder.
Real quick question: with the arrival of the Nil Giants, do you think that the alliance between the Animorphs and the Lizard Folk would try to fold other people in?
No, they probably feel pretty confident between themselves.
Now they have this giant army. I mean, they're probably prepared. I'm sure that the Animorphs tell them what that is. Like, oh no, that's bad. Those things that just came in here, they're literally going to suck everything off.
They're just going to eat your souls. And they're like, nobody eats my soul.
I have an idea for the Scar Elves discovering a wonder.
Okay.
All right. As they begin to go through and explore out into this giant petrified forest, they actually find the hollowed out husk of, what was that Trent's name who destroyed the other world?
The first
Yule.
One went sound.
They find Yule's husk inside of this giant petrified forest.
And it just keeps going down further and further. Sans mushroom people.
Maybe, I don't know. They
They
just find the wonder.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. All right. Back to John.
That's exactly Sugar. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Every time we say mushrooms, I'm just like mushroom people every time.
Put up the card, John. Conquest.
Oh shit.
There we go. Conquest.
I mean, clearly the armies are about to start rocking and rolling.
Yeah, that's so the order, they're moving their thing in as soon as they have the technology, they're trying to get their slaves back. or teach them a lesson by destroying them in the process.
Like, nobody disses my hose. So the Nil Giants move. The Nil Giants move upon the.
Yeah, they're not wasting time. They're moving. Like, they're not here to set up a base of operations. They're here to kill.
They're here to kill.
And
right, so the
capture and bring back and make example of.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that the Anthropomorphs would rather die than go back to those guys.
Come, don't you know the end is coming? We are coming.
All right, so Nil Giants move upon the Anthropomorphs. Pookie.
Let's see.
Do a Steve Chernobyl show.
Yeah. All right, the Nil Giants aren't just going to move on the Anthropomorphs. They're going to move on. They're going to move on the Scar Elves too. On the forest.
Oh, the Nil Giants are?
Yep. Because they can feel that like life-giving energy coming out of that tear.
Yeah.
So as soon as they get close, they immediately are like, "Oh, we need that."
Oh yeah, because that'd be great for them.
Oh, we need that. Yep.
Yeah, give me that sweet love.
Give me that sweet tears.
Sweet tears. Let's see. Who else? Man, that's a lot of shit. I want to go ahead and have Rind form an army of her. Rind form an army of her kobolds.
Radioactive kobolds.
Radioactive.
Radioactive.
Well, they're fully like mechanic, aren't they? Like they're
they're like Warforged kobolds.
Yeah, radioactive.
Pretty dope, dude. They're like all green and shit. Pulsating green energy.
That's so great. All right, we're good.
And all right, Steve's
turn. Oh man,
I have an idea.
The newly formed. Okay, go ahead, John.
I'm gonna say is if the Kaya Dune.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do they do?
They would have affinity, wouldn't they, with the Nil Giants?
Oh yeah.
So do the Meerkat necromancers. That's what I'm saying. So do they feel the pull of the death, and they're like, "Yes, we must conquer this world."
Well, I was thinking that the Kaya Dune might think that, at least in some aspect, that they're the original inheritors of this world, being from the kaiju. But at the same time, they're a death cult, so I think they could support another death cult deathing across.
So the Kaidun are actually going to ally with the Nil Giants.
Yeah. I think you should add the Meerkat on there too. I think all three of them are going to align in an axis of power.
Oh,
would you say that
axis of power?
Axis of power
is engaged in this as well.
I mean, I think during resolution we can divide all this up if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Just say it's like
we're gonna have to. There's gonna be several things going on here. Yeah, so Kaidun and Meerkat folk align with the Nil Giants. Oh, good lord! And now we have events. That's great.
And now we have events.
And go,
John.
Put
up the card.
Events. Anything fucking goes.
Okay. So events. I'm gonna say that stays stable. Eek. We already have magic storms across the whole land.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, man. Events.
There's a lot going on.
A small
we have literally a world war going on right now, too. And poor Hawkmen are like fucking Switzerland and shit. The Aractonians are like, what the fuck, eh? Like, we're just here at a party.
I got hardly nothing on events that need to happen.
I got one.
This is literally a battle of life versus
Remember,
death.
John, you
That's
said
what this
that
literally is.
you said the Nil Giants were developing technology to defeat the sound defense that they have. So they create a machine that creates an absence of sound. So not exactly like a black hole, but like a vacuum. So it absorbs all sound. This machine
Creates a sound vacuum.
Creates a sound vacuum, which is kind of like the vacuum of space, no sound in space. So I'm guessing that's what they create.
Yeah.
Like a silence machine for the world.
The silencer.
For the whole world.
The muffler.
Yeah. Remember how the Animorphs made that dimensional anchor? Well, they make this silence anchor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a big creation.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's not going to affect the entire world. I would have suspected it affects a large enough area to affect the Anthropomorphs' main area.
Yeah, or
kind of like how they're dimensional anchors.
Or they cover themselves with it, kind of like the Animorphs did. But it does the same thing. Remember before how we had the dimensional anchor like fuck with spells and stuff? It does that. Like
same thing, yeah. Like
disadvantage on
it's
spells.
Just an area. It's just an area of pure
components.
silence.
Right. If you're trying to listen, like if you're making a listen check, they're all at disadvantage now. Like shit like that.
Yeah. You got a event D? Corinth?
Oh, it's Pookie's turn.
That was mine. Or was that was John's? I could do two.
Yeah, that was John's. We were helping John.
All right. Okay, well, what's the avatar of the Hawkman? So
that is Centennialian.
He never left that room, and he just declares himself master.
Does he pull another fucking
master of the lever? and now his home is this room, and he's gonna sometime during resolution he's gonna pull another lever. It's almost like he's like something's making him stay in this.
Like
room.
He's moved to do it. Like he's not even controlling himself anymore.
He's not in control of himself.
Centennialian pulls another lever. All right. Well, the Hawkman gone. Well, with the Hawkman seeing all this going on, like they don't know about the rest of the world, but they do know like Centennialians kind of just disappeared, and they are surrounded by plasma energy. So they're going to build a device to harness this thing into a weapon. Yeah, but it's mostly like it's not something they can carry around. Like it's not just going to be free flying. It's basically something to protect them. So, the Hawkman build like a plasma, like a plasma, or like a giant,
Is
like
it
a plasma cannon or something.
Them from the storm, or
no, it's just
a weapon. A weapon.
Anyway, yeah, it's a weapon.
Yeah, make it like a plasma spike, like it could shoot, from the mountaintop.
Yeah, I like it.
Are they able to? I was assuming that this entire section right here was like just covered in huge electrical storm.
Oh, it is, but it's also but they're also
they found those pockets. So
what I'm saying
reacted with the ice.
Who's going to come attack them through the whole storm?
Well, they don't know. They don't know what's going on, so they don't know if they're under attack.
I like the idea of them building like a device within each pocket city that they make, and these devices power that giant beam that's on top of the mountain range.
Yeah.
So maybe to fire the laser, they have to give up their protection or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like drain it.
So it's like they create a plasma spike cannon powered by
the storms. Yeah.
The storms.
But using that cannon, and it offers them protection to like these areas that they create these devices and offer them protection from the storms. But if they use it, the cannon's going to drain.
It'll take it away.
Their protection. Yeah.
So the storm starts encroaching again.
Yep. But they can use it to blow shit up.
Of course, all I can think of is we're having a catastrophe and something like mega is going to land on this thing and just annihilate shit. So
everything.
Who knows? Everything. All right. Steve's turn.
I have an idea for an event finally.
All right, go for it.
It's,
sure.
A special birth. I was going to say in the Ractonians, somebody gets storm touched while giving birth. And the baby that comes out, it actually has I don't know,
superpowers.
No, I'm not even determining what it is yet. I'm just saying that the markings in their body and so it becomes a thing for the culture, like the great birth has occurred because of
like the white buffalo.
Yeah, like the white buffalo. The white buffalo is born in the Ractonian community on the eve of one of these big ass storms. It has I was thinking of the markings, like magic arcana related burns, or maybe not just burns, but the different types of storms that might have.
How about covered in storm runes, runes? It has permanent runes on its body.
How about those runes correspond to a location?
The islands
they're situated shows the sign of the claw. They're situated like that claw that opened up in the middle.
Yeah, I was gonna say there could be all over the body with other ones that represent land masses as well, but unknown.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Either way, yeah.
Unknown land masses.
Yeah, I got an idea for that.
Yeah, some device. It was some story device. That was the idea. In the middle of all of this chaos, we'll put this thing that could play Resolution one day.
All right, avatars.
Oh yeah, avatar. So we have first is going to be the weave. So let's go ahead, and that's going to be John's roll on weave.
D12.
There we go. So a D12, and I roll a 7. Army. And this is for
the weave, who has formed with the blue goblins.
Yeah, down
and
below.
Who's clearly,
So that's the Scar Elves, the Weave, and the Blue Goblins now?
No, the Scar Elves are part of the Horde.
Yeah, but they're currently being invaded by the fucking Nil Giants. And he's right below it.
The Blue Goblins will create a psychic army. They don't have an army yet, right?
Nope.
There's a lot of armies flying around. You need at least one for defense. If not 7.
So the Weave creates an army out of the Blue Goblins, a psychic army.
She raises
like a psychic warrior army.
Yeah, like the elite, powerful of the psychic. She gathers, or it gathers. They, them. Z gathers.
Honestly, at this point, the weave is kind of genderless.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's actually
really is
decently applicable in that kind of situation.
Base of operations. Who is this? I'm on
it.
You have next is going to be Jesus. Apparently, Rend again.
Base of operations.
Base of operations. All right, Shuri has one in the game. She's gonna throw one in the middle of this island that has the 3 claws on it.
Nice.
She's gonna
because she's got that kind of mad power where she's like storm whatever.
She's gonna call it Khaldun.
Oh, I love it. That's a Zemeisi reference right there.
Yeah.
For all you non-World of Darkness people.
Steve's turn. No, your turn.
That should be my turn. All right, I have Demon Bear is dead, so we don't have Demon Bear. So it is going to be Centenalian. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
What does he do?
I think he went mad. Apparently.
Yeah, I know, but that's going to be great.
People. Well, levers.
Levers. I love the lever. He's going to die. It's going to totally happen.
Well, no, watch him find a fucking wonder again or some shit.
Base of operations.
Oh, well, he creates a base.
Well, he clearly establishes a base of operations down there.
Yep. Yeah. The Fortress of Solitude with levers.
Yeah, the levers of solitude.
He creates a pulley system.
Oh my god!
You deal 1d8 to comedy.
I almost wrote that shit. I was like, "Bulls up!" No, I don't want to build a pulley system. It's terrible.
You started writing like, "No!"
I totally did. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Bad joke, making me put it on record.
Okay, so am I rolling now?
Yeah, roll first.
Well, someone's rolling for Steve.
Okay,
And
D12.
it is going to be
Base
Skarn. Skarn's
operations.
still alive.
Who is it?
Skarn's
Which
still
one's
alive.
Skarn? Oh,
Skarn.
the damaged,
The injured
leader of the horde.
Yeah, the injured lizard folk.
Skarn, unknowing that the new war is going to begin because his second in command has failed to tell him there's one on the way.
Hey, by the way, we're all having a massive war there.
Gone
healing
out into a well-respected area, and like any great Khan, has decided to create a base of operations in luxury to kind of retire in his injury with his harem of lizard bitches.
A luxurious base of operations to retire. I like it. That's great.
His harem of Gila monsters.
Gila monsters. Gila monsters.
Gila monsters. The sexiest of all the lizards.
We now have Sento. Sento's up next.
It's John.
What's a 1?
Ooh, I don't know.
Tech.
Ah. Okay, so tech would be
found, destroy, or steal a technology.
Well, if he figures out to apply that invisibility to everything.
Yeah. Who's this one more time?
The Trog.
Sento. The Troglodyte, the leader of the Khan. The Khan.
Khan. How many armies do they have? How many armies do the Animorphs have?
They have like 8 now, I think, or 9.
A lot.
Like that.
They have a lot.
Well, it's such a shame that I figured out, Sento, how to disable a technology the Animorphs have right as the Giants were attacking them. Oh no.
You're gonna have him fuck his allies.
Yeah, because their army is big enough to handle the Giants afterwards, he thinks.
So
he lets
he destroys their sound-based technology.
Well, I don't know. They're already attacking that. I'm not sure. I was thinking, is there anything that they had been preparing to defeat the Giants? Maybe he sabotages that.
He tells the Giants about the exhaust port. Now, see, that is a good callback joke. Come on, that's a Star Wars joke.
I liked it.
And the callback, yeah.
Does he?
What if he gets old boy to destroy the sound, the thing that's making the sound, the box, the whale,
larynx,
the whale. Yeah, the larynx. There you go. What if
he gets him to like collapse the whale? Like, because I don't think he could destroy it because we're saying it's a part of the dragons.
Yeah,
maybe he collapses the portal it's in or the cave.
So he actually gets the Nilgamesh to collapse the larynx.
No, he gets who is that? The remember how he sent the primal lizard, the proto lizard?
Oh yeah, the primal.
So that was his plan all along, was to get him to destroy that shield.
So he commands like how
Han does on Endor.
The lizard tricked him to think he's a hero when really the guy was like, well, he'll die in the process as well. So even if it doesn't work, I'm still the new leader.
He's quickly becoming as devious as Ezra's. Yeah, he uses him to destroy the whale or disable the whale.
Was something about absolute power does something
corrupts absolutely,
and maybe he didn't know that the Nil Giants were going to attack, so he doesn't know about their technology already, so he was already going to do this, which is why it makes sense.
All right, so now we have Alatoon, and that's going to be on Pookie.
I just kept thinking they have 8 armies. Death.
Oh, she didn't last very long.
Are you serious? She just came into existence. So she came in.
I got it, dude. I know exactly what happens.
It's something to do with forging that weapon, doesn't it?
She wields that sword, and that's her final mistake.
Because she's not powerful enough?
Yeah, it takes her over and she brings the sword back to Rend. Like as soon as she touches it, like it takes her, it magic jars her. And she brings the sword up into space. So now Rend has her power returned to her.
Oh, nice.
She tricked her.
Yep.
Man, that's so lame.
I know, dude. It sucks, huh?
Why do
When you
these
roll
things
shit,
have
you come up with all these
engines?
stories, and then you have to come up with why they fail, like immediately.
Yeah.
All right, so we did have a new avatar. We had Nilgamesh, so I will roll for Nilgamesh.
We also have the Fox avatar for the Horde that got sent over there.
Yeah, we didn't actually name that one though.
Call him Renard.
Renard? Well, then we'll do Renard.
And then Gilgamesh last. So yeah, that's on UD, right? Renard.
Yeah,
Renard.
so Fox.
Renard for a fox, really?
Yeah, Renard.
Yeah, I know. It's
Renard.
It's on the nose.
Yeah, it's on the nose.
Literally means the fox.
Wow.
Come on, dude.
All right. I love it. All right, let me roll this sucker.
They do it in the Magicians. The demon's named Bernard. Fox god.
4. 4 is create, find, still, or recover a wonder. Well, I mean, since we're playing secret agent.
Was he trying to fuck with shit too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For sure. Right?
Let's see. What wonders do they have over here? I'm trying to think about. Let's see. Create, find, still, a wonder. He's going to infiltrate the Scar and steal like a wonder from there. It's like something that has to do with the cube.
Oh, so he steals that technology they found that allows him to trap people?
Yes.
Nice. So he steals the stasis technology.
Yep. All right, and last but not least, Nilgamesh. And that's actually going to be on Steve, so if someone wants to roll that for me.
9.
9!
Oh, you rolled 2? My bad.
Subrates, right? No? Personal calamity? Is that personal calamity?
You rolled a 6.
No, I think that's 7.
Joey.
6 is form an alliance with another avatar, hit another avatar, capture an avatar, or kill an avatar.
Okay, so Renard is a real piece of shit. So he betrays his own people and allies with the Nil Giants, the very people that his people have been running from the entire time.
Is that
so that technology they have to cancel the sound? It's actually the technology he stole from the Trogs that allows him to put things into stasis.
Oh, okay, so Nilgamesh takes the tech that Renard steals, right?
So basically, they have the power to put sound or anything into stasis. So it's not even silence. It's more than that. It stops time almost.
Jeez. Oh, that's going to be bad when that awakens Temporis. Temporis will be like, who the fuck is fucking with time?
Exactly. Whoops.
Yeah, because they don't even know about Temporis.
Nope. All right.
You're playing. Jesus Christ almighty. We have a big resolution.
Oh. We have to do a resolution for this? I think we just did.
Oh, yeah.
Did part of it.
Yeah, right we did part of it already.
That's the rest of it.
We have to figure out how the war goes. So that's what we figure out now.
Like, well, I think the Animorphs are pretty fucked no matter who wins.
Well, I got one right off the bat. So when they find that dragon tier, the Nil Giants, they fuck with it and they inadvertently awaken that wonder that the Scar Elves found. So Yule is awakened.
Yule's awakened
inside of the petrified forest.
Treants are back, baby.
Well, the baddest treant of all.
Yeah.
The Uber Trent.
Who seemed so kind at first.
He was until mushrooms took over his form and being and turned him to destroying the world. Yeah. That's what made him evil, right?
Yeah. That's why he had a bad day. He spent too much time down below. You just the plants need sunlight or shit goes real bad.
So
That's a thing. What does Yul do when he's awakened?
I mean, I think we either I don't know. I mean,
Looks around.
Does he become an avatar? Does he become a world?
Oh, he's
event?
always he's automatically an avatar again.
Well, then he gets he
Yul's too powerful. He's an avatar.
If
but
he gets
what
an
does Yul
avatar
do
around this round, he's going to awaken all the other petrified Trents. Of course.
Well,
Why
fucking
would he
let's
not?
go with it. That's what he does.
The Trents awaken.
Yep.
So the question is, are the Nil Giants fucked now because they're in the middle of a giant forest of giant petrified trees, which are all old as shit and powerful?
Oh, and also super life energy.
Yep.
Hold on.
That's
could they possibly fix the Nil Giants?
I don't know, man. It's a giant event, right? Because it's this whole thing is full of trees. It's become like this giant thing of positive energy now. I mean, it might fix at least that army that's there because they split their army.
Oh yeah.
One came here. Maybe they just straight up turn them good. Oh, they become good little giants.
Or just into regular giants.
Regular giants. Or our version of the anti-death giant, life giants.
Life giants.
Yeah, no.
What
I like it. No, I'm typing.
I'm trying to think.
Positive energy overload from the Trents.
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking about like if I were making a life giant, what that would be.
You know, honestly, like
they kind of be the reverse of the death giant. They'd radiate positive energy.
Yeah, positive energy, and I'm thinking almost druidic.
Yeah, more, dude. More like a solar almost. I would think because death giants are very powerful. In D&D, they are anyway. So
they're nasty.
It would be something that just radiates positive energy, heals things all around it constantly.
Yeah, like if it's sitting in the meadow's like got flowers.
Yeah, like everything would come alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that reinforce the Trents even more? Like, so do they start to lose that evil potency they had from the mushrooms? Is it like build upon itself? Does that make sense? Like
it's like almost like a cascading effect.
Yeah, and then they change the Trents. And the Scar Elves would have to benefit from this whole thing, right? Like they were already positive energy reinforced too, so now they're just infused with all this goodness.
I mean, honestly, it may awaken some of them back into Lachey's.
Ooh, I like that idea, dude. That is a good idea. Yeah, it like wipes away all that negative shit that happened to them, and like a lot of them would awaken maybe.
And this is all a response to the tier being
basically
being fucked
like dispersed.
Yeah,
like the tier is gone. It's
the tier would probably be
throughout
gone
the entire thing now.
So this is the first primal draconic artifact or wonder that's been destroyed or changed, right? Completely. So that's going to set us
because the heart of chaos is still there. It's just
in Megnatrix. It created a plane of existence.
Yeah.
So it changed. Technically, I guess you're right. So this has to do something like that. And I think this giant mode of positive energy could be something like that. So ripping open portal to the Fae again, but it's a positive form of the Fae.
Would do that, or would it just like basically like it would almost like I to me it would turn them back into Lachey, but like not even touched with a Feywild, like but just touched by positive energy, like they'd be immortal basically. You know, like
we're talking full on lawful good, right?
Like
full
chaos
on
magic, where the chaos isn't there, but the magic still is. So it's not like a divine thing.
So how about we call it? How about we call it pure magic, like the very essence of magic?
Dude, I like that. That's badass. I'm trying to like type all this in and think, and so I'm like,
sorry.
Oh gosh, no, you're good.
Some positive, which causes the positive and negative to almost cancel each other completely, and it just becomes an area of pure magic. Pure magic.
Yeah, pure magic. Cleanses the Scar Elves and
the Giants and the Trents.
Yeah. Everything is like purified in its own way. Like there's just positive energy everywhere. Like it's an area of like verdant forest and hyper plant life. It's still not the safest place to be because now you have like megafauna and shit.
You have megafauna. I'd say if you cast magic in the area, it could be unpredictable. I know the chaos is gone, but there's still like the essence of magic. Like there's so much of it, you can't control everything that you're doing.
Exactly.
It would be neat.
Like you could actually like overheal someone and kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say is
like you could overwhelm them with positive energy.
Yeah,
send them directly to heaven.
There's an entire modifier you could have fun with if you control the campaign setting.
Send them directly to heaven, bro.
Hey, everybody!
Like,
whoops. One higher level of magic
for sure, right? Yeah, definitely.
Now it does HP damage when you cast it.
Oh, so it returned to the curse of magic from the other world. Remember, the more magic they casted, they burned themselves out faster, but all the effects were increased.
Yes, it's similar to that.
The giants could become Titans, Viking. Yeah, something kind of like that, maybe. We're not entirely sure.
I guess not. I don't know.
Yeah, like how Titans have natural magical abilities. Yeah, I think they would be positive in nature, though, right? Like if you wrote them up, they'd have neutralize poison and restoration, possibly true resurrection, something like that.
Oh yeah, like what's your spell-like ability? True resurrection.
True resurrection. I can only do it once a year, but I can do it. I can bring anything back, anything from any time ever.
Yeah, anytime ever. As long as it didn't die of natural causes of extended life, we're good. It's here.
Every time my dog gets hit by a cart.
So do these giants that got changed, do they instantly become like their own race? Are they now split?
They're gonna have to be their own race,
middle, right? Like they wouldn't.
They're definitely
want to kill everything anymore. It'd be a sub race. Yeah. Okay. Well, that took care of that.
All right, hold on.
So much shit, dude. That's the thing that takes the longest. It's always the resolution phase.
Oh yeah. A subrace. So just a short of it, we have the Nil Giants inadvertently awaken Yule, the Treant avatar. It awakens the other petrified Trents. The positive energy overload from the Trents turned the army of Nil Giants into Life Giants until we name it something different. The life energy of the Giants cleansed the Trents. The positive energy cleanses the Scar Elves and turns them into Lachey. The Giants become a subrace.
And the lakes of acid become actual lakes of like healing potion. Like the water heals you,
but they're still alive.
Like
the same acid livingness, but
yeah,
now
the lakes of acid. The lakes of acid now.
No, fountain of youth, dude. It creates the lakes become fountains of youth, literally.
Oh, that's going to be such a heavily area to fight over.
Right, dude. So you can go there and you can reduce your age legitimately and live forever.
But also,
which is
well, okay, so it's pure magic.
Which is why you're going to run into like these elves and these Trents and these giants are all like, you have to prove that you are worthy to be here.
Like the Scar Elves are now like the true Lachey. Like they're not even Lachey, they're like the true Lachey. Actually immortal.
And the positive energy. So if you had negative energy and you were in this place, the place itself would pretty much attack you.
Oh, you would just die. Like you would be totally fucked.
Either that or like undead wouldn't be able to live here at all.
No way.
Like if you used negative energy spells, it would be like diminished of quality. It wouldn't be as powerful. But the problem is, if you use positive energy, you could accidentally kill someone from like overhealing them. Kind of like what happens on the positive plane. So that's pretty badass.
Now, how does all this positive energy also affect the floating city above it, full of the Garrix that are left in procs?
And it swirls around them. Imagine, because it was negative before, now positive.
I mean,
the procs were neither. Chaos. The procs are more neutral than anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could just be more swirl of chaos on the outside of their.
And they roam. They like roam the Earth too. That's what we said we were going to do with them. Make them like special monsters. So maybe the city itself is mostly uninhabited.
Yeah,
but maybe the things that are there change too. I don't know how you would change. I mean,
we may have to revisit that later in microscope. Well, because that's a good question. I don't think that's going to be something easily solved, especially not tonight.
Yeah, I feel like if they did something, they would do something the reverse of what they did before. So instead of like trying to control people, they would probably try to do something else, like help the world, become like a giant telepathic shield or some shield.
Yeah,
something like that.
Oh Jesus, that would
So what other resolutions do we have before we move on to the other?
Well, we still have the giant battle, or do we want to save that for last?
Do we have any other things before the?
Let's do the lever. Do the lever.
You want to do the lever now? All right.
Let's do the lever now. See what happens.
Roll it, John.
That'll probably. All right. So
what in God's green earth am I rolling again?
First
I
off,
have
it's gonna be
something.
one.
I have something for the kid too. Do you want? Okay, I'll do it after the lever.
Yeah, let's do the lever first. And that is a what was it? 1d50
and 1d66.
1d, yeah, 1d50, 1d66. So, all right.
30, 32. Let's see. 1, 2.
And then I'll roll on the catastrophe chart this time.
Yeah. Oh wow. So we got a 30 and a 32. That's nice. That's going to be like in the middle area.
Can you ping it, John, or put a mark there?
I think he's.
I will.
45. 45.
Oh no.
Is a deathless age.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where it's at. You guys can choose to move it around to a more
where is
area.
it?
Right underneath the blue mountain spot.
Okay, well, since that's right where that storm is, it creates a deathless age for this entire age. So this battle is about to create a shit ton of undead. Yeah.
So like the storm itself is the belt a deathless age, or what does it do?
No, I'm saying because this storm is affecting the whole world vis-a-vis John, that our deathless age here goes up into the storm. So everywhere in this world where there's fighting at the end of this age during this resolution, all the things that die don't die. They come back as undead.
Which is great for the Neil
Giant. The only place that won't is the area of like the pure positive energy.
Yep. Only this area here.
Yep. Oh my god.
And see, dude, that was completely random. Even the placement was random. It just happened to be next to the giant storm. So, I mean, obviously, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, it's what's meant to be.
Apparently.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Pull the lever.
Okay, so here was my idea for the kid, the chosen one.
Which?
Yeah, during this battle that's about to happen, the child with the 3 marks on him that correspond to this lightning island, he's going to do something that affects the island. So they're going to realize that this kid in Ractonia has the power for some reason to manipulate this world and the device that's locking this thing inside. So what I'm going to say is whatever we choose for the resolution, it happens because of the kid. So the kid does something to this island, which causes the outcome of this fight to be a positive thing for the world in some way. So he saves the world, basically.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking maybe he stops the storm by like realigning the dragon's claw so that it stops affecting the world, like right as the battle ends. You know, something.
Yeah.
Whatever we.
But not before the deathless age causes all sorts of problems too.
Real quick on the happy ending part. If it's a device that was brought here by the planet, isn't the planet's job to kill everything so they can't get unlocked?
Well, no, you said that the kid was just born with this.
Yeah, he was just born. I figured.
So we don't know what brought the kid. You can say it's the planet.
Well, I figured there's planet symbols on it. I just was going to do arcane magic symbols. I love the runic from the from the planet.
And since it's like a baby, like he doesn't even realize he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? He just does it. But whoever is with him or whoever is going to know, someone has to know that the kid did it in order for this to be a narrative within a microscope. Yeah. So this person's going to be like an avatar, or maybe even more important.
Maybe like the kid's eyes glow or something like that when it all
happens. I was thinking maybe the mark,
the runes,
the mark grows. Yeah, it glows on him like the mark does.
It's a long age, so by the time the kid
he's an adult,
like maybe not even a full adult, like
a teenager.
A teenager
I like it, dude.
Who's in the army or whatever that's going off to do all that or whatever. And then
what if it's not just him? What if it's like a bloodline of people born in Ractonia have this power? So almost like Elric of Melbourne had like in the Melbourne saga, like he's like this sorcerer who doesn't know he's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
So he's able to do this, and now they know this bloodline of people in Ractonia can all do this. Like maybe you call them.
That's going to make them like highly valuable people.
Would it be like a bloodline, like a family avatar?
I don't want to call them avatars, but something like that, like
or like a whole sub race.
I like a
Or
special.
are we going to use them more for resolutions and events?
I think that's where we use in resolution or events, right? Like they could start affecting the world.
It's like
but
Seer
he's the first. So if you were gonna have like almost like an imperial line, maybe like he's the first one that realized he can do this, and the mark on his body corresponds with this dragon. So maybe you call him something like Sean or Shaw, the lightning bringer, or the lightning controller, or the master of the lightning, master of the storm, something like that.
I like Master of the Storm because the storm is bringing other things too, like the undead and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I like Shaw too, like Shaw, Master of the Storm.
Master of the Storm, I like it.
This is like an Age of the Storm. I know my promo for next week.
Promos. It's all about the promos. All right. So we will go back and figure out exactly what Shaw does, but shit. So
do we have anything else? Does the Death Star up in space try to fire its weapon that doesn't work?
Oh, I'm sure it does.
What happens?
They do.
Does it break apart? Does it
just
not function?
So do they have the shield up and then they try sucking the shield out?
Yeah.
And they direct the power.
Yeah, direct the power.
It's fucked up.
So what do you want to happen? Do you want it to like overload and blow up the Proteus Reach? Do you want it just to fail?
I kind of like, because if they shot it at it, it's going to just fail because of the sound vacuum, right?
I like to fail.
No, remember we said he has the technology to capture the energy? Maybe the Nil Giants captured the energy.
And then stasis. Use it and redirect it.
Yeah,
and redirect it back at Proteus Reach.
No,
yes.
no.
What do you like, John? What?
Main civilization.
Right, the main city.
Yeah, the main city.
Oh, it's even dirtier.
The shields are down. The shields are down.
All right.
That's the whole thing. Oh, look.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. So let me write some stuff. Y'all keep talking about. Okay. So
they captured energy and fired back at their main city. Their giant walled, towered city that's been protecting them like Helm's Deep for 500-600 years is about to be their undoing.
Captured.
Look, maybe it concentrates like all these pylons. Maybe all the energy from the pylons all concentrates right back on the city and just.
Yeah, instead of into a beam up and then back down, just straight onto the city like it's a beam.
On the city, dude.
Like you see how it's dark in Three Rivers area? It used to be because pollution, but now it's just because it's fucked. It's Hiroshima.
And it's blasted into nothingness by pure sound.
Yeah, the only animorphs still alive are on the other parts of the island and in Proteus Reach.
Yeah, the ones.
Dude, how would Proteus Reach feel like watching all this happen?
Dude, it's like the reverse. It's like the reverse of watching Elderon because it's their home and they blew it up themselves.
Yeah.
So do they even know what happened?
They have no clue. It wasn't their fault that their own place blew up.
They think it's their fault though.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
They feel responsible.
It's their fault. They feel responsible.
So this is what I think they're going to do, because it's an amp. They're going to do they have the technology to move Proteus Reach, right?
Yeah, it moves. Right, I would assume it moves. Yeah.
They're going to send Proteus Reach onto the Nil base. They're going to suicide themselves.
So they're going to like a giant meteor,
like a giant meteor.
So we have another meteor falling. Okay.
Like another meteor falling.
Another moon. All right, I'm down. Okay, so now the core din are gonna definitely be like, yes, the time has come. The moon has returned. Rejoice.
The death calls. Is beautiful.
Except that none of them are gonna die. I just forgot. None of the Animorphs actually die. They all live through this, but now there's just undead all over the fucking.
Well, they may just be like, because their bodies were completely obliterated, they're probably like incorporeal undead.
Ghosts, yeah.
Yeah, and then further away from the blast, you have the zombies and revenants. Because, physical bodies stay. And then even further, you have all the civilians getting killed by revenants that didn't die in the blast.
So that's two things taken care of. The Nil Giants are obliterated in their new city.
Yeah.
Animorphs are obliterated, all comes undead. So what happens between the Horde and the Nil Giants?
Oh man.
I'm gonna say
that honestly, once the Nil Giants have killed who they wanted to kill, they're like, why the fuck are we still fighting?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. At least the main guy, as soon as the Anthropomorph main city gets blown up and they round as many fucking civilians as they can, they just back to their home plane, in my opinion. Like
So the question is does Gilgamesh die, or does he?
I think
does he get out before the?
I think Gilgamesh. No, I think he dies because he's in the main city.
I know. So, I was thinking he's like the guy on the battlefield wanting to overseer.
Oh yeah, how would he feel like seeing that his people were killed?
Or he could have been in the first one, because that actually is more likely, because he would be one trying to overseer positive energy.
Yeah, but he had to be the one that developed the device too that captured the energy that he got from Renard. I feel like he's at the main city.
So yeah, he's probably
like far away from all the fighting.
Okay, so
yeah, so probably the Nil Giants after they destroy the Anthropomorphs and their place gets destroyed, they're like, why the fuck are we still here?
Yeah, but they wouldn't be able to leave now either, because the way that they came is destroyed.
Yeah, their home base. And
I think they still fight the Horde, but I think the Horde destroys them.
Yeah,
but
I think the Horde's
going to just creates more undead, like right in the middle of their Horde lands. Giant undead too, giant giant undead.
And that undead
that can reinforce themselves because their other powers still function, so they still suck positive energy off people. Negative energy filled.
So the Hordes destroy the Horde destroys.
I think that the Horde
remaining Nil Giants.
Yeah, I think maybe
the great battle happened.
That new order we made maybe sacrificed themselves to hold them at bay. Remember we made those Jedkas, those knights.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't Adelan, or what's her name, die this round?
Well, yeah, but she died.
Yeah, but what if?
Well, she's magic jarred. Like
magic jarred.
What if she collected the swords because of the ones that were sacrificing themselves in this battle? That's how she got some of them, and then she just.
That was last round though. That she made.
That was last round. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was last. Or... So what about a great battle? Can we figure a battle site for this?
See, I don't think they fight here. I think they fight in the Scar, dude, because this is where they'd have the best chance against them. Is in this natural defensive formation here, which is filled with all kinds of booby traps that Steve made last game.
Oh yeah,
where's this?
Right here, the Scar, the giant hole in the ground that was created by the quad.
Oh, like draw them into a.
Yeah, into a trap.
Yeah, so there are Nil Giants now, but the Nil Giants are all undead. Like there's no living Nil Giants, or if there are, there's not many of them.
Just the positive ones.
As a race,
are they immortal or
no?
Yeah, then they'll be.
They need soul energy to live,
and they need to suck off that immortality from the Animorphs to stay immortal, to stay alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so
sucking everything off.
Just sucking everything off.
All right, so add a couple more. The Dampier,
cybernetic zombies.
I was going to say the Dampier. Now I want them to kind of become, since they go into the shadow plane over here at the Dark Tooth.
Yeah, I was thinking they totally need to come out.
I think
stronger.
they become like the Shadowcar now. So they get like some more more effective vampires that can live in sunlight.
I had an idea for an avatar for them, or an avatar.
I was thinking they needed an avatar. If you say Dracula or Alucard, I'm going to beat your ass.
Oh, Alucard's like a deep trek.
And I had an idea for the Reef Elves too.
I was going to say the idea of somebody who had to quest into the positive energy zone, which means they had to rely on zero of their powers, but by finding that center of energy point while being a dark energy, like in their being, like that is a particular person would have created a. Actually, it turned out very similar to what you guys did with the tree. I was never gonna random make an avatar.
So make it now during the resolution.
Yeah, like what are we doing?
Oh no, I just threw the idea out because I had it in my head.
I think the Dampire definitely need an avatar, but I don't want them to be involved with the positive energy. I want there to be like an avatar that comes out of them coming out of the shadow energy. Like just basically a leader. Any ideas? Any particular language you want to use?
I mean, I have an idea. You're probably not gonna like it. Remember before how we stipulated that was it Malthius? He wasn't changed physically by the shadow, but he was changed mentally by it. Like it kind of drove him a little mad.
Yeah.
So what if the Dampier that comes out is like Malkov? Like he is crazy, but he's so crazy he's sane.
And he has great sight, like insight.
Or like Malkoff, like he has like the power that Malkavians have. Straight up.
Okay.
No,
I'm down
is
with
it
that.
Is it two Lord of Dark or two World of Darkness?
No. I don't think there's anything wrong with building bloodlines of vampires. To me, that makes it even better because, like, oh, we're fighting some vampires. Well, or Dampiers. Well, what kind of Dampiers are they? Well, I don't know. Does it matter? Yeah, it matters a lot. Actually, it matters a whole bunch.
So the Shadow Realm has basically driven some of them mad, and the one that came out of it is the one that's most powerful. He's the one that like survived it, the trials of it or whatever. Maybe he even met Malthius in there, who would be like a shadow serpent almost.
Yeah, so,
you know what I mean.
He would almost be like the Great Worm now of like World of Darkness.
Yeah, maybe he attached himself to the said Dampier too. Maybe
as far
he's like
as the Malkov network, since we have so much psychic stuff going on here, I was going to say instead of a psychic network shared in between his own people, what if him and his people had the ability to jump through other groups' psychic networks? Like instead of being on the Malkov network,
like the Dampier can actually like piggyback on the psychic energy of other creatures.
Yeah, like they can like tap into the psychic networks of other creatures and see what they're sending each other.
That's
or put like a.
Can you imagine what's going to happen like the first time like Grovexis figures that out? He's like, "What the hell is this?"
Just Grovexis, one of the blue goblins, they automatically know that they exist in, or they know of each other like immediately as soon as they come out of the Shadow Realm.
I was trying to take the Malkov network and turn it on its head.
No, I don't think it's a bad idea.
I'm looking up Shadow and Assamese.
All right, so what does the kid messing with the claw actually do to the end of this battle after everything's resolved? How does he save the world by doing whatever he does?
Ooh. Sorry,
I'm thinking. Yeah, it's hard.
Well, yeah, then I'm also like getting rest of typed out. All right, so we don't actually have we'll create an actual avatar, in round 5 for the Dampiers.
Yep, and for Shaw, right? So we're adding a couple. I think we should call him. I don't know, like not Malkov, but something similar, dude. Like
I'm looking up Shadow and Assamese so I can find it.
What the hell?
Shadow or Madness?
You know, the Assamites were real people, right?
I did not.
Oh, yeah. The Indo-Aryan people, ancient civilization.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, I was like, I didn't know that. So we got this kid. Because after this, I think we're pretty much good on.
I got the Arabic word for madness.
Go with that because
it's Majnun.
Yeah,
M-A-G or M-A-J-N-U-U-N.
M-A-J-U
M-A-J-N-U-U-N. Majnun.
I like that. Weird. Hey, freaking fantasy stuff brings out like all sorts of names and crap like that. You learn all sorts of fun stuff. It could end up being the psychic shield of the planet.
Possibly. And it's sorry, by the way, it's not Assamite, it's Assamese.
Assamese.
Assam.
Yeah, I do know the Assam. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I have heard of the Assams. All right. I was just like, no, I didn't. I was like, I did not know anyone was actually called Assamite. So, all right, we got to figure out what to do with this kid. I think this was going.
I thought the Assam were known as Assamites.
I mean, it could be something as simple as he just makes the claw like stop creating the storm.
Does he cause the claw to open back up?
Yeah, maybe, right?
That's stopping the storm.
Stopping the storm.
Which brings an end-to-end undeath propagation, which is pretty big.
So it only happens at the end of this round and doesn't continue.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, okay. So we'll have a lot more undead, but it's not going to keep happening.
How about this? He focuses the energy of the storm to the spot that's creating the undeath, which is going into the mountain, and that destroys that terror or that effect. But in doing that, it has the effect of animating the dead Chronics and the dead, not Temporus, but the Tempo and those people who crashed into the sea up here next to this reef, they get animated.
Oh Jesus, the metal
so
gnomes
that
and everything.
dungeon, yeah, so that dungeon down there full of all those metal creatures is now alive. Like it forces that energy into the sea,
like
kind of
living undead.
But they're still under the water.
They're still under the water inside their Expedition Barrier Peaks spaceship that they made, but they're down there. And the only people who know about them are the reef elves, because they're the ones that are closest to them. Maybe the reef itself has grown into the ship.
Yeah.
So it's like connected, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
and maybe they start getting maybe they start getting jacked by like undead metal gnomes and shit underneath the water, but they don't know. They don't know what it is.
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, but they get jacked, start like their civilization starts getting attacked and shit. Next round.
So the Shaw causes the storms to destroy the ageless effect.
The deathless effect.
But the deathless effect.
But in doing so,
causing the claw to open.
Reanimates the Chronics and the metal gnomes.
But the Chronics.
Yeah, I can't pronounce these symbols.
Okay, and a side note to all this, Ezris and Crovexis are the reason these symbols appeared on the Ractonians. So they are the ones that started this happening. Because they're still not finished opening the box yet, right?
Yep.
So this is like the next stage of their plan.
And we don't even know exactly what's inside. We know Temporus.
No,
eventually
we're going to have to come up with something.
I haven't figured out if it's Temporus yet, or if Temporus is supposed to stop the thing that's really in the box, or whatever. But it's something, yeah.
And if it is Temporus, then what the fuck is Temporus? Can you imagine?
Why did Temporus make another Temporus to stop Temporus? Yeah, it's like it's levels upon levels of Deus Ex Machina, like on top of each other.
No, I got it though. I just realized it at the very end of all of it. All of it was being done to win a round of Geisig.
Yep, all of it's to win the final game of Geisig.
Yeah,
and it's all Ezris and Crovexis and Ren now playing their own personal game of Geisig.
Oh, Jesus. So I think we're good. We shouldn't have any effects going on in the next, unless something happens in resolution, which we'll cover with that. Like I don't think anything's going to happen this time around, but who knows? At the end of round 5, which is where we'll be at next week, we may have something happen that causes some more problems.
Yeah, Steve missed so much, dude.
H2 round 5 next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
Dope Beans.
Yeah. I had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And let me just say this. I don't think I should have to say this, but some people have asked me honestly if we are scripted or anything like that. None of this is scripted. That's why there's so much dead air. We talk about the dead air. This is all 100% live. It's all
improv.
If this is scripted,
it's all improv. Like this shit is so off the top of our heads. It's not even funny sometimes. I think that's a good thing. Unfortunately, that's probably why it's 3 hours long. But hey, I don't think I would want to do this any faster. I think us breaking down the resolutions is what makes it a lot better. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We love doing this. This is really one of the highlights of my week. So, is there anything else anyone wants to add?
Pandorica. No. The Shala Unbound. He's like, it's the Doctor Who episode, Pandorica. I was like, oh yeah, actually, I trapped inside of him, but we don't know what it is. Oh, it is us.
It is us. Yeah,
it is us.
It is. It's actually us, like me and you and all of us. We're like, hey. Spoiler alert.
Who's asking you if it's scripted? We're like literally rolling dice, dude.
No. I've had some people ask me like, hey, is like, because like just the ideas that we come up with, like some of this scripted, like do y'all have like a game plan? And like we have no fucking game plan.
We have
none whatsoever.
That's
no,
it.
Like literally the entire moon going into the all-seeing eye was because the magma dragon went up into the sky, and I was like, well, fuck it, why not? Yeah. And I think as we do this, our events are getting more outlandish. because we realize that we can literally do anything.
Well,
So.
Another thing I was thinking is like, so on the curve, right? You got age 1, which was really like age 0. It was like the gods putting down trees and saying, "I want one race," and then this is turned into like the god. It's a prison planet, and all of these, and it's lining up. But then eventually, that line or story is going to hang again, and it's gonna the last age is going to be the most tame, basic age.
I don't know, dude. I think the last age is going to be the most important one. I think we can draw it all the way out to the thing doesn't happen until like the modern part.
Oh yeah,
like the age they'd be playing in if they were playing regular D&D.
Maybe the box isn't even opened in age 5. Like maybe that's going to be something that if this world ever gets big, like maybe that's something that you as a DM decides what the fuck's in that box.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's the final campaign, dude. Like
5,
that's it.
What I mean is there won't be as many new legendary weapons made in age 5 because most of the legendary weapons will.
Well, it's also a shorter time period too. So
yeah, exactly.
Unless you get like a whole bunch of dwarves are just like, you know what? All I want to do is just make fucking legendary weapons all day. That's what I do.
We also don't know what's going to happen when we roll the RNG for the catastrophe. We could lose everything we've already built. So
yeah. Apparently, a theme of this world is shit falling from the sky. So
for
like
sure,
that is
dude.
that is like our theme.
So we should name this world Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
Chicken Little.
The sky is really falling. Like we're not just saying that shit.
Chicken Little with 15 T's, dude.
Little chicken.
15.
Mumble rapper extraordinaire.
Little chicken little.
Little chicken. Yeah.
So we hope y'all come back next week. See us at 8:00. We had a blast. That's all I got.
Bye guys.
Bye guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.